All right. So on that note, I believe we left off. You guys had just slain a drunk troll and raided what was left of a ale cart. Found a little bit of coin and a note, and you were just a few short days from arriving at Deming, I believe, which was the first town list, the first of the 2 towns you're going to visit to do the contracts that you picked up. I'm making sure I'm going to have the right name, but I can't seem to find it. Where is it? Yes, investigate missing woman in the town of Deming. So there you go. You guys have just slain the troll and picked up the stuff. It's mid-afternoon. What are we doing?
Well, if I remember right, we didn't even take that much damage when we fought the troll, did we?
Well, no, you ambushed it when it was sleeping.
Yeah, we pretty well just messed it up.
I took 8 damage, but I have 30 more. Like,
yeah,
I'm fine.
You took a hit, but you're okay.
Yeah. If nothing else, I could just take a short rest in the cart while we're going. You know, probably roll a hit die.
Yeah,
but I
so,
think we should definitely get going.
Yeah, let's just pick up the road from where we were.
All right.
I'm driving the cart.
All right.
I think we had Merrick sitting in the cart with me. Our new half-elf friend was in the cart. What's her name again? Gudris.
Yeah, so she's with you guys. So the next couple of days, you've got 1, 2, 3 nights left before you should arrive in the town of.
Dude, we need to, but we didn't level ourselves up. Does that matter?
You didn't level. No, you guys wouldn't have leveled up. I
Okay,
didn't give.
No, you
got the
actually.
experience.
You didn't even give us the experience.
Yeah, I didn't even award the experience. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
We got the experience from last session to get as well.
Right.
Okay, cool. We're good.
So you guys are traveling toward Deming. Nothing of significance happens the first night there. She being Gudris is pretty quiet, but you notice her and Bremen seem to be chatting a lot for whatever reason. Anything in particular that you guys are looking to do over the next couple of days?
Maybe see if I can ascertain the nature of Gudris's illness, maybe what caused it.
And in what manner are you going to try to ascertain that?
Well, the first I would ask her.
Okay.
Do you have any idea where this came from?
Make a charisma check.
Would this be a persuasion or just general charisma?
I'm going to say a general charisma check.
And I'm gonna go ahead and give him a.
We'll say they're all helping you, so you can have it.
Yeah, I was gonna cast my guidance.
Oh, there you go. That's even better.
Okay.
Advantage and guidance, which I think gives you 1d4. Yep. Right. There you go. So you have advantage and plus 1d4.
12. Let's see. If it were persuasion, it would be a 13.
Still not quite enough, but we'll say on the second night at the campfire you can take another crack at it, this time without advantage, but I'll assume Merrick gives you the guidance again.
So roll a d20 again?
Right.
How about that?
So the first night, the night of the troll attack, passes uneventfully. Second night, so I think would have been your third or fourth night with her on the road with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of sitting around the campfire, and you've been kind of quietly, or not so subtly prodding her, but not being pushy about it, just making it clear that you're interested. and she kind of opens up a little bit. It's a little bit at you get the feeling that Bremen may have talked her into it, and that maybe he's already heard the story. So maybe when they've been chatting as you're traveling, she told him this, and he's been encouraging her to share this story with you guys. And rather than just kind of tell you where she got it from, she kind of goes on a little bit of a rant. And she basically she tells you a short version of her life story. She was born in a town just south of the river near the city of Terra, so the same river that was close to Andre's Keep, a village south of there. Her mother never told her about her half-elf ancestry. Anytime it was brought up, it was obviously very painful for her mother, so she never asked about it, and her mother never told her, so she has no idea about it. She was raised with her mother, and that's all she knows. But being raised in Malande as a half-elf her whole life until she reached an adult, she was picked on and stereotyped and whatever. And so when she became of age, she decided to leave Malande, and she crossed north into the river and occupied Malande, with the area that the elves have had for a generation or so. And there she met an elven bard who he took her under his wing and taught her what she knows. And she's telling a story. She says, he may have even been in love with me. He was really good to me, and I'll always be appreciative of what he did for me. I was fairly happy and finally allowed to just live my life without being concerned about who my parents were. And his name was Selene. She says, then Selene took me to meet his family. They were nice enough, but obviously just tolerating me for his sake, and I was being judged again in a less obvious way, in a more tolerable way. And she kind of pauses, and she continues, I suppose I should mention his family is prominent in one of the slavers' guilds. They're very wealthy. And Selene wandered and performed because he thought it was fun. He never had to work a day in his life. I never thought much about the slavery, honestly, until Selene showed me his family business. He was so proud and just so oblivious. I guess he thought I'd be impressed, but it was absolutely horrifying. And she kind of stops there, and she just kind of has that 1,000-yard stare. After a minute or so, she kind of shakes it off, and she continues. I couldn't stay north any longer. I quietly left a short time later, and that was a few weeks before the siege of Terra started. I found a group to work with that was willing to look past my heritage, and we did some odd jobs, made some coin, stayed alive. I think we did some good things too. It was a good couple of months. Then Ray had a big job for us. Someone was stealing bodies and doing weird arcane experiments on them. We tracked him down, we cornered him, but we had to fight through his experiments to get to him. There were 6 of us, and Gardek went down first. Ray went down soon after that. He didn't stay down, though. The mage cast a spell, and he rose. Pross and I had to kill Ray. Again. When the dust settled, we took him down, but there were only 3 of us left alive. I didn't even realize it, but at some point, one of the creatures managed to bite me. She kind of pulls up her sleeve to show you some teeth scarring on her forearm. It looked pretty bad, but I didn't really think much of it. I just healed myself. The wound itself closed right up, but I started getting weaker and weaker every day. The priests wouldn't help me, and the one who would wasn't able to do anything. That was 3 weeks ago.
Well, I'll nod and thank her and ask her what she plans to do now.
She says she's not sure. She was just going to kind of go into the north town or go up the road to Deming and decide from there. Maybe she'll see if she can find somebody who can return to her lost her lost strength, her lost constitution.
Well, I will, I think eventually be able to help you with that, but I'm not able to currently. And I'll be happy to help you find someone who could help you with it now, but you're also more than willing to stay with us, either whether we're able to find you healing or not.
Jesus, I really appreciate that. And, obviously I'm not dying anymore, or don't seem to be, so regardless, what you guys have done for me has been... I can't thank you enough.
I'll smile and nod and then go sit by the... I'll go off by myself again.
All right. Anything else for the rest of you? Or are we going to proceed to Deming?
Well, I'm continuing the normal training with myself and Brennan, with
Sure.
Emin's help for anything I don't feel qualified to, train him in. But, normal speed and agility training that I've been doing.
Sure.
Point of order is Brennan level 3.
Brennan is level 3, yes.
And did what subspecialty did he take?
Scout. He took Rogue Scout.
Okay. So that's something that I would have been discussing with the party, is seeing his skill set and his development in that we might start sending Brennan in to scout things for us if we can't get any information from maybe doing the same trick we did with the troll between Pooh and I. He might be a secondary source for us being able to scout about if he's willing.
Sure.
What level is Goodress? Just
She seems right in the same ballpark as you guys.
okay.
That's it for me.
All right.
I probably would, even though I haven't seen him react to Goodress, I probably would take Emin to the side and say, relay what Goodress told me to him.
Well, I would have actually said that would have been at the campfire while you guys were all
At the
talking.
campfire, so everyone heard it.
Everyone heard it.
So
Right.
I'm gonna take Emin to the side and ask. I know you have some history with elves that isn't so good. Is Goodress gonna be a problem for you?
Not currently.
I want to insight check that.
I'm telling the truth, so.
Okay, you're telling the truth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or am
All right.
I? No,
Even 18.
just,
Roll a deception check.
just for shits and giggles.
Get wrecked.
I am definitely telling the truth.
Okay.
All right. So a couple more nights on the road, and it's late afternoon when you arrive at Deming. Deming is a small village. It's like the very, very border of Malande, so it's like the very outskirts of the kingdom. The day before, the road you were on, part of it, split south, which goes to the city-states. But you guys stayed on the north road, and you reached the very edge of Malande in the village of Deming. It's a small village. The travels, it's been hot, summertime. The road has been dusty. You guys have bugs from the forest have been biting you and gnawing at you, so you're definitely tired. Welcome to getting to town. The buildings are a little rundown as you enter. There's only one kind of nicer looking building. That's a sign outside reads Dragon's Breath Tavern. You hear laughter and smell food coming out of there. And welcome to Deming.
Does it look like alarmingly better than everywhere else, or just like a little bit better?
Alarming in what way?
Like, holy shit, this place is in abject poverty, but that place looks really nice. Like, just like out of place level.
No,
nice.
not out of place. I wouldn't call it
Okay.
abject poverty. I would just say,
Like it looks like the nicest inn in town, probably.
Well, from what you can tell, the only inn in town.
Okay.
I would say the rest of the town looks a little run down. This one's maybe a slightly higher quality, better maintained. Like it's not like you're not dropping Beverly Hills in the middle of the projects, but
Okay.
it is noticeably a nicer building.
Okay.
Seems like a good place for us to bed up for the night. I could definitely use a night not on the road.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Also some ale.
Indeed.
Always ale.
You guys pull your cart off to the side, tie up the horses, take care of them. As you approach the tavern, there's like a little wood deck outside. There's an old, wrinkly woman rocking on a fancy wooden rocking chair on the front porch, smoking a pipe. She has a full-length blue dress that ends just above her ankles. She has these kind of withered, gnarled feet. Takes a really long pull from her pipe, exhales slowly, and says, "Looking for some fun or maybe a little relaxation? Welcome to Dragon's Breath Tavern." And then, and you hear her mumble something about her nap time.
Are you the proprietor?
She kind of shakes her head. "Nope, this is my boy's place."
And what a lovely place it is.
Takes another puff on her pipe and kind of gives a 1,000-yard stare out into the street.
I'll head on in.
All right, you guys. Walk in the front door, and there's a large common room with a long bar on the far side. A pair of swinging doors, kind of the saloon-style doors on each side of the bar. A handful of tables in the middle. There's a bartender. A stage off to the right where there's 5 performers, all human, playing the fantasy equivalent of country western. And there's some people in there, a dwarf sitting alone at a table, a couple at one table, a human dude alone at a table, a human woman alone at another. And then off to the far left, there's 2 dice tables, one of which is empty, but the other one has 5 people at it playing dice.
What dice game are they playing?
You have no idea. You could go over there and ask, I suppose, if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look at the dice table. Does anyone want to come with me?
I'm checking my proficiencies. Hold on. No, I do not want to go.
I kind of nod. Like I'm being very just kind of quiet and kind of uncomfortable in this situation. Like I'm not sure where I'm at yet.
I'll come with you.
Alright.
I'll stick with my gnomish friend.
All right, so Goodris and Brennan go snag a table. The 4 of you walk over to the gaming table. There's 2 what look to be pretty nondescript men at one end. They could look kind of like salt of the earth type, dark hair, average build, and the kind of workman's clothes at one end of the table. At the other end of the table is a man dressed in red leather pants, a black leather vest over a white shirt with tan leather boots. He has a bandana over long black hair, a rapier hanging from his hip, and his dagger on his other hip. He has a couple of pouches scattered over his belt, and he has a lady on each arm. He seems to be having a fantastic time.
Is someone running the game, or are they just kind of playing? Like, is there a dealer quoting?
No, there is no dealer, no. Just the 5. Although the women aren't playing, it's just the 3 men that are playing.
I want to watch for a couple rounds, and I want to do 2 things. I want to see if I can determine what game they're playing, whether they're
Sure.
just playing like liar's dice or
Okay.
what game they're playing,
All right.
and I want to see if anyone is cheating.
Okay. The game they're playing is called Devil's Dice. Basically, everybody gets 2 little cups, and you take 2 dice in the first cup and you shoot it, and then you lift up the dice or the cups. Only you can see your own dice, and then so you buy in, you shoot your 2 dice, and then you can bet or raise or call or fold, and then you shoot a 3rd dice, so only you can see it. There's another round of betting, and then everyone calls. And the object of the game is to get as close as you can to 13 without going over. So you can
So
go over and still win. So it's the closest to 13 is the winner, and in the event of a tie, whichever number is lower wins. So
interesting.
14 and 12, the 12 wins. But if it's 14 and 11, the 14 wins.
So it's blackjack meets liar's dice.
Kinda, yeah.
Interesting.
And if it's a true tie, you'll split the pot. Make a perception check on the second thing.
Oh, that's real bad. I only rolled a 4, but that's an 11.
Looks on the up and up.
What are the bets like?
It looks like they're playing it. Looks like they're playing in
in
silver. Oh, speaking of, I'm glad you said that, Jay. So it has been a month in game time, which means everybody has to pay their cost of living expenses for the month. This will probably put you in the negative, and if it does, that's fine. Just go in the negative. You guys are all going to make it up here soon enough.
How
but
much does it cost?
45 gold. So each one of you needs to deduct 45 gold.
So for purposes of wanting to play this game,
Yeah, just go in the negatives. They said it's fine. Just go in the negatives as much as you
So
want.
it's-
You'll make it back.
45 gold?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to assume you guys have some regular amount of spending cash on you. Go as much as you want. You'll get it back eventually, I'm sure.
okay.
I have 15 gold left.
Anyway, they're playing in silver. It looks like they're playing a 5 silver buy-in. A 5 silver ante to get in the game.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
All right, so who is going in?
I'll go in.
Can I even see the table?
You could pull up a stool.
Okay, so I'm just kind of standing back still, like I'm that looky-loo guy.
All right, so after a round or so, the dude with the leather is cleaning up a little bit, and he's kind of beckoning you guys to play. You get the impression that he thinks these other 2 guys are going to run out of money here soon, and you guys look like the type that might have a little coin. So he introduces himself. He says, "I'm Cullen Blackwater, and I need some fresh meat. Join the table. Have a good time."
I'll extend my hand and say, I'm Lucius. Nice to meet you.
He shakes it and he goes, "Gee, who's coming in this round?" And he's taking antes.
I'll raise my hand.
All right, who else is buying in?
Me too.
So it's 5 silver per buy-in. So Lucius, Crench, anyone else?
Still watching.
And then the 2 random guys. So there's 5 of you in. For the purposes of this, you guys are going to need to be honest on your dice roll so you can keep them secret, so no cheating, please. You may need to open up a separate window, obviously. All right, everybody, ante's up, 5 silver. Go ahead and roll 2d6 and keep it to yourself. So close to 13 as possible. In the event of a tie, the lower number wins.
But we roll a 3rd dice as
But
well,
a 3rd
right?
dice, right, after a round of betting.
As far as like how the game progresses when people call, how do those rules work?
Basically, somebody can bet and you can raise until everybody calls. Like everyone will have a chance to raise, so you could theoretically just keep raising if you want to. But typically, it's going to be a bet, raise, call type thing.
And you only get it's only 3 dice.
It's only 3 dice.
I will raise it another 5 silver.
All right. Cullen likes his chances and he matches you, and both of the other guys do as well. Lucius and Crench. Lucius bet. Crench, are you going to match or are you going to fold?
I am gonna fold.
All right, Crench is out. Roll one more d6. All right. Cullen opens up by throwing in another 5 silver pieces. That brings it to Lucius.
I will put in 15.
Sorry, raising 10 plus 15.
Mm-hmm.
The rando to your right folds, and the last guy, you can see him scrimping and like going through his last coin purse, and he dumps everything he has out on the table and matches it. Cullen matches the same and calls. Everybody show what you have.
I have 14.
Cullen has 11, and the guy who dumped out his coin purse has 13 on the button.
Oh,
So
man.
he is the winner take all, taking home 5, 10, 15, 25 times 3. So he took home 50 silver pieces. That's a nice take home for some random guy. You see him get all very excited, and he throws it all in his coin purse. Goes, "This might save my marriage!" Grabs it, runs out the window.
See, look at how we do good things everywhere we go. We just saved that guy's marriage.
Cullen cracks up and he goes, "Well, I'm up for one more round. Who's in?"
I'll take
raise
that.
my hand again.
All right, 5 silver pieces all around. And the last random guy who looks unhappy about that last one. And go ahead and everybody roll 2d6.
I'm just watching. Perception, just kind of keeping my eye on everybody.
Ha.
Everything looks up. It's just a nice, fun game of dice. Cullen's going to throw another 5 on the table. Lucius,
I will call.
Crench,
I will call.
the rando throws in another 5 as well. Roll.
So he raised it 5?
No,
Right.
no, called it. Called it.
Called it. Okay.
And roll 1 extra d6, everybody. Cullen says, "I'm feeling good about this one," and he opens the bet with 10. Lucius.
I put in 50.
50. Oh my goodness.
Brian, you cut out.
I said 50. Oh my goodness. Crench?
Fold.
Crench folds. The last guy looks very upset that he doesn't have the money to match that, and he also folds. Cullen, as he takes a pull off of his glass of wine, matches as well, and he reveals a 12.
13.
13 exactly. He goes, "Well, I don't know if I like you guys. My good run ended as soon as you arrived. So off of what you bet, so ignoring what you put in, you picked up 50, 60, 70, 80 silver pieces."
Nice.
All right. So you guys are playing dice. It appears that... Excuse me. Goodrees and Brennan are at a table drinking. The performers are playing Lawful Good Ain't Always Right. And
Oh, so this is in with music. Okay.
yeah, there was the 5 performers that on to the right.
Is that the song that goes dun 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 dun?
That's it. All right. So as you guys are finishing up that second round, you hear kind of a commotion behind you, and the dwarf that you notice sitting by himself, kind of yelling at one of the servers, a woman. "No, everything isn't to my liking. I think you're scrimping on my ale." And you can tell they're arguing. She's trying to appease him. He says, "I know what is supposed to be in my cup, and this isn't it." She keeps trying to like calm him down. And as they're arguing, you see a figure appear from the little double saloon doors. He's impeccably dressed in a black satin long coat, white shirt, nice leather pants, and knee-high black boots. He's got blonde hair pulled into a ponytail. Moves gracefully, and right behind him is a little gnome that's dressed almost just like him. It's weird. It's like he has a mini-me tailing right behind him. And the man reaches the table, and you can't have a hard time hearing him from across the place, but it appears like he's appeasing him. And he snaps his fingers, and the little gnome runs back, grabs a bottle from behind the bar, and brings it over to the table. The dwarf seems surprised but satisfied, and whatever the altercation was about seems to have been taken away. The man looks up, sees a group at the dice table, and walks over to you guys. He says, "I have a weakness for the devil dice. You four must be new here. I am Baron von Lahr, and this is my establishment. I see you've already met Cullen here." And the little commoner next to him seems really uncomfortable with this guy at the table. He says, "But if we're going to play some devil's dice, we're playing a real game." And he throws down a 5 gold piece buy-in. And at that, the rando guy takes up what he has left of his money and skedaddles.
So you threw out how much? I'm sorry.
A
5
5 gold buy-in.
Gold.
I'm gonna look at Crinch significantly and kind of raise an eyebrow.
Well, you'd think my luck has to turn around eventually, right?
With him saying that, I'll put in 5 gold.
He raises his eyebrow at Eamon and Merrick.
And I look up at him and ask him if he has any dessert.
He smirks to himself. "We have a full kitchen, my little friend. I'm sure we can work up something for you."
Sticky toffee pudding.
I don't know if we have that, but I'm sure we can find something to your liking.
All right, and I smile and I say thank you, but I'm going to watch the dice game.
And he looks at you, Eamon. No? In? Out?
No, I'm out.
All right. Everybody, roll your 2d6 if you're in. All right,
I'm watching
Cullen,
the dice rolls to see if I can see any.
make a perception check.
Me
did.
too.
Everything looks on the up and up. Cullen matches his bet. Baron throws in 5. Baron matches him. Lucius
I will match.
and Crench.
Yeah, I'll match.
So I've got
Alright.
10 in right now. is that
Everybody's
right?
got 10 in. Yep. Everybody roll 1d6.
I'm keeping track of everything that's going on. You know, I'm watching it and looking around and
Son of a bitch.
And everybody knows Crench is now
Yeah, I've
halfway
already.
to the table.
I've
It's like,
already. I would like to bonus action rage.
/flip table.
Cullen puts out initial 5 gold piece bet. The Baron curses Paylor and folds. Lucius. Cullen says, "Looks like it's you and me one more time, my dark friend."
I want to see if I can read if he's bluffing. Can I
Absolutely.
make a roll?
Make an
Okay.
insight check. Or no, insight or perception. What's the opposite of
It'd
that?
probably be insight.
I would
Insight.
think
Say
insight, yeah.
22.
He feels pretty good, you can tell.
Not this time, I'm afraid. And I'll fold.
Okay. Crench, I assume you folded?
Oh, yeah, I folded already.
Rage folded through the cup through the window.
Yeah, definitely rage.
Like the hand imprint on the
Alright,
table.
so
where
make
put
sure you
your
guys each dock your 10 gold pieces.
Yes.
And the Baron says, "I can play dice all night, but unfortunately I only have time for one more round before my work beckons me. Can I convince you to play one more?"
Of course.
Sure.
May I ask what it is that you do?
Well, I'm the Baron. He's the local nobleman, basically.
Okay.
So he would be the noble guy of the village, and he happens to also own the tavern.
Gotcha. Okay.
Everybody roll 2d6.
I fall off my stool. It kind of like sheepishly get myself back up. It was like, I was.
You were leaning a little too hard trying to check things out.
No, he was leaning, and then he thought he smelled the, the sticky toffee buns or whatever, and he fell off the stool.
Yep.
Cullen, he passes the what's the word when you don't bet?
Check.
Thank you. Check. And the Baron throws in 10 gold pieces. That brings it to Crench.
So, do I have the option to check and not meet it, or do I
No,
have...
once someone
Okay.
bets, you have to meet it or fold. So if everybody would have checked, then everyone would have no betting.
I can't afford to lose any more gold, I'm afraid. I am out.
Crench is out. Lucius
I'll call.
calls. Cullen says, I regret the day that you guys came to my table, and he folds as well. Roll one more d6.
So it's me and the Baron that are left?
You and the Baron that are left. He throws down another 10 gold pieces.
What's the bet limit, Goose?
Well, if you want, he can only raise you if you raise him. So if you just call, that's it.
Well, right, but can I put in 100
What's
gold?
the upper limit? Yeah.
Oh, sure. If you wanted to throw in 100, you absolutely
I'm putting
could.
in 100 gold.
And you hear everybody at the table go silent, and he kind of looks up at you. Make a either a perception or make either a deception or persuasion check as appropriate, whether you're lying about the strength of your hand. How's that?
It's an 8.
He goes, well played to you, friend. And he throws down, he folds, and the pot is to you. So, minus what you gave out, that would have been 25, 30, 35
I
gold.
should have gone for deception because, I mean, I was being honest. I rolled a 13. But I wanted him to play it. I guess that wouldn't have been right, though, for me to roll deception when I
Right.
wasn't lying.
Yeah, I got you. So 35 gold, and Crench loses 5.
So,
And he thanks...
that
he
whole
thanks you-
time, the only initial roll that I got that was higher than 5
Wow!
was an
Good as-
11 on the first 2 dice.
So,
Shit, and then you got a 6, right?
good at axes, bad at dice.
Oh yeah. Oh man, the dice were not loving me tonight.
And apparently Elmater is all about the dice, because I had
Apparently.
2 13s and a 12.
Well, now
So,
I'm down 29, Goose. I'm way in the red.
That's alright, you'll get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Cullen retires to a table with his ladies. What are you guys doing?
Before Colin leaves, I'm going to ask him, so he's the Baron, what do you do around town?
I actually wanted to ask the Baron before he left. Because we would know, because we have this, who are we supposed to talk to about the
missing lady?
the mission that we're on?
It was a townsperson named Terowin, whose daughter went missing.
I want to ask him if he knows Terowin.
He says, of course. He is the, what's the guy who works on horseshoes?
It's a blacksmith, but
No,
Blacksmith Walker.
there's one that's specifically
cobbler?
for horseshoes. Like a farrier, I think?
farrier, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cobbler is human
Shoes.
shoes.
Okay.
He said, yeah, he's the farrier. What is, doesn't seem like he usually would be expecting people of your ilk. What are you in town for with Terowin?
It seems his daughter has gone missing. That's the word, by the way, farrier.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were sent here by the Registry of Skilled Companies to aid him in his endeavor.
He says, oh, of course, yes, poor girl. There have unfortunately been a couple of disappearances here lately, and she's the one of them. In that case, I'm glad you folks are here. Why don't you stay here on the house tonight if you like? I'll let the barkeep know.
It's very generous of you. We appreciate it.
How many people have gone missing?
Oh, only a handful, but a handful is enough in a small village like this. 5 maybe?
And over how long of a period of time?
Oh, it's probably been 3 weeks or so now. I'm a little embarrassed that it took Terwin to ask for help from the registry. A thought didn't even cross my mind. So, this is a small town and we have limited resources, but I definitely should have thought to do that.
I want to insight check and see if he's bullshitting me right there.
All right.
Is he bullshitting me right there?
He's bullshitting you, yep.
All right. Well, we just got off the road tonight.
I'm just gonna keep that knowledge.
We just got off the road tonight from a long trek from Hastow. I think we'll check in the morning with him, and we'll pursue this as well as we can.
He says, okay, well, it's nice to meet you all. I'll let, what's that guy's name? Where is his name? My notes. Gask. I'll let Gask know that your rooms are on the house tonight. And if there's anything I can help you with when you get your investigation started in the morning, definitely let me know.
Sticky toffee pudding.
I'll put in a request for you as well. He kind of laughs to himself. He walks back through the doors. You see him not chatting with Gask and nodding in your direction, and then he disappears into the back.
So, very quietly, I'm going to turn to Cringe and say, I do not trust that man. He's a liar.
I knew my dice couldn't be that unlucky.
And I'm going to kind of pause for a second and go, exactly. You can't trust him. And I'm going to say, I believe that it didn't skip his mind. He deliberately didn't call people here.
Aha.
I'm not sure if there's some reason he's trying to protect the image of the town, as rundown as it is, or if it's a more sinister. But we should be cautious, because if it is more sinister, then he knows that we're here to potentially cause him problems.
And that could be a reason why he's interested in being receptive and helpful, so he can keep an eye on what's going on with our investigation.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you see Cullen disappears. Well, doesn't disappear. He walks to one of the empty tables.
He turns invisible in the middle of the room.
Damn it, a rogue. I knew it.
There is one small
Watch my
table
shins.
with 3 seats close to the stage where the entertainers are. Merrick could pull up a stool from the bar, and that would work for him. And it's next to the table that Brennan and Gudris are at as well.
Those two seem like they're getting chummy.
They do seem like they're getting a little chummy, yeah.
Okay.
Brennan's stealing my girlfriend.
And here I thought Priest of Almader didn't do that kind of thing.
You know, Grendel, she's cheating on you, and I just can't stand that. I'm gonna have to kill her, you know?
He's doing this for you, Lucius.
Priests of
All
Ilmater,
for you, Grendel.
Priests of Ilmater are all about the circle of life.
Yeah. I pin Emmon to the ceiling with my glaive.
Again.
Finally.
I giggle and say that tickles.
Make an intelligence check to realize that you're suspended from the ceiling.
And yet the log is still dangling from his ankle. It's amazing.
So you guys gonna go take a table, or what are you doing?
Hey, I actually rolled well with that.
Nice.
What time is it?
Well, you guys figure came in about 3-4 o'clock or so. So you figure you've been playing dice for what? Let's say 45 minutes. So it's getting close to 5-ish.
Oh, it's still early in the day. We could totally go check in on this then. I thought it was later.
You go check in with the dude at the.
The dude at the thing, you know.
The farrier.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you guys could go check on the farrier.
I'll motion for our underlings. I forgot their names completely to come with us.
Brennan and Goodries.
Yeah, them.
Underlings.
Traveling companions.
There you go. That's,
one traveling companion and one underling for sure.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
All right.
For
They
now.
they quickly down their booze and trot out to catch up with you.
So as I'm on my way out, I'm going to ask the proprietor of the establishment if there's any kind of stables or anywhere that would be better to keep our horses and cart.
Well, you mean the bartender would have been who you asked? The
I'll
guy
be
behind
right
the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he says they have stables here back. If you're staying here, they can put them up.
All right. Then we'll go ahead and do that, I think, on the way.
All right. So you stable those guys and head out. It doesn't take long. The village isn't very big to find one of the larger houses in the village that you were told belongs to Terwin. So apparently Terwin and his family are doing at least somewhat well. It's a fairly large one-story house, definitely a little larger than you see from kind of a regular laborer type. So maybe he inherited, or where his wife makes more money than he does. Guys knocking on the door. Did I lose you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
so we're
go
standing
ahead
on
and knock on the door.
Oh, okay. I was
Sure.
like, did I cut out again? Where is everybody? All right, who's knocking on the door? Who's talking?
I look to Lucius and I'm like, you seem to be better at speaking in a lot of these situations. After you.
Did we lose Grundle?
Yeah, he said he'll be right back.
Oh,
He said he'll be right back. Yeah, he said he'll be right back.
All right.
So as Lucius just kind of stares meekly, just kind of standing there, I look up at Crench and I said, I think it's going to be you, bud.
Well, let's hope I don't accidentally end up leading us through a wild goose chase through the city like last time. as I grin back down at Merrick. I'll go ahead and knock on the door.
Weirdly.
All right. After a few minutes, kind of average build man, balding, in simple but well maintained, clean clothes, opens the door. He's about staring at your chest, kind of starts, and then looks up and kind of closes the door a little bit. So like you can only see his face really. It's like, can I help you?
Yes, my name's Crench, and these are my traveling companions, and I introduce everybody. The whole pack of them now. We are Tor. We are a representative group of mercenaries from the Registry of Skilled Companies here to inquire about the request you put in about your missing daughter.
You see, kind of make a perception check.
Alrighty.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
For about a second, you see surprise and then fear cross through his face real quick. And he says, "Oh no, that's all been resolved. Thank you. Sorry for the trouble." And he shuts the door, and then you hear it lock.
Nope.
I'm gonna knock on the door again a little bit more forcefully.
There's no answer.
Rage. You know you want to.
So I'm
I'm gonna turn around and say, well, I'm open to ideas.
I go up to the door and I knock on it myself. And I said, at the very least, we came here for you. Some of our horses need their horseshoes repaired. Can we bring them by in the morning to have you take a look?
Make a persuasion check. You hear him kind of hesitatingly answer through the door. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll do them. I'll do them as a courtesy for your trouble. Thank you. Go away.
We will see you in the morning.
So what did I miss? It sounds like this guy like wants our help but doesn't want our help.
No,
He's obviously very nervous about getting help from us.
Yeah,
so as soon as we come,
he
what we're here
immediately
for.
closed the door on us and said that that it's been resolved and he doesn't need our help.
And so I convinced him to allow us to bring our horses by to get their
And I'm gonna say to him, I'm gonna say through the door, we traveled here to Hastow because this request was put in, and there was a reward that was due from this request. If it's been resolved already, why was the request still in at the company?
You can hear kind of like whispers. I'll repay you in the morning. Go away, please.
I look up at Crunch and I say, Crunch, I've got us an appointment tomorrow. Let's go.
All right. As I'm walking away, I'm gonna, quietly say to everyone, say to the group, what do you think the odds are that he's planning on bolting tonight?
I would say pretty
Possible.
high.
You want to put a watch out on the street?
It's time for a good old stakeout.
Now you do know that the contract says it was this dude's daughter that supposedly went missing.
Sure.
But this guy, we also know that this guy's the one who put in the contract, right?
You do. Yep.
Is there an alley behind his house?
Not really an alley. It's kind of like a one-horse town, kind of a one street through the middle of the village type deal.
So he only has a front door. He doesn't have a back door.
Well, he would have a back door, but it would open to kind of just open area. Like, there's not like an alley or more buildings or what.
I'm gonna look over to Brennan and I'm gonna say, you've been working on your stealth. How do you feel about making a once around the house?
I can do that. Want me to check back with you guys in a couple hours?
Sounds good. And if anybody leaves, just come back right away.
Done deal. And it's really close to the tavern, so it wouldn't take long for him to get from there to there. I mean, everything is close to the tavern. It's a small town.
Right. Is there anywhere in the tavern to sit where we might have a vantage point towards the house?
You could probably, if you got the right table in the front, maybe see out the window, or one of you could anyway. But I mean, they're not like it's not what's this tempered glass that makes it really visible. It's the like glazed kind of. So thank you. So the glass isn't going to be very visible regardless.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm assuming this guy didn't get a very good view of me because I was.
No, the door wasn't open for very long.
Okay.
And there was a giant half-orc in the way.
And there was a giant half. Although you did introduce them, so.
Sure.
Yeah. So he would have gotten, gotten a look at you, but he certainly didn't study you.
I'm gonna sit outside the tavern in such a way that I'm not facing his house, but I have his house in view, and I'm gonna pull my cowl.
So you're gonna be out front, basically, like in the street.
Kind of. I'm like kind of leaning up against maybe the tavern. I'm gonna pull my cowl down and put like a bowl in front of me and act like I'm a beggar. Okay. That
creepy old woman is not there anymore. So you won't have to pretend to humor her.
Okay.
So Brennan is kind of trying to nondescriptly hang out nearby-ish to watch the place, basically.
I want to see how well he's doing.
He
Can I make a perception?
Yeah, absolutely can. Yeah. And you're just kind of basically leaning on the front porch.
Well, I'm kind of off to the side of the building, but I have like a little bowl out, like I'm begging.
Okay.
Like so, I'm visible, but not too.
That's obvious. A pretty nice beggar's cloak, but I get what you're doing.
Do I see him?
You do, but he's doing a credible job.
Okay.
So the rest of you go inside?
Yeah, I'm going into the tavern.
Okay. So the four of you being Crench, Eamon, Goodrees, and Merrick. There we go. Going to the tavern. There's the 2 tables still available, the ones that those 2 left before, and the one that was empty before. Performers are still going strong. You guys going to the bar? You grabbing a table? You doing something else? The name of this tune, by the way, is "Someone Stole My Kobold."
Yeah, I guess we'll just grab a table for now.
All right.
See what kind of sweets we can get from Merrick while we're waiting for our intel.
Sure. After a short minute, a cute young woman dressed in a long black skirt and a red blouse walks up to the table. She says, "Hello, my name is Glenda, and the Baron told me that you fine folk are on the house this evening. So if you're hungry, the special of the day is grilled beef and roasted sweet potatoes with a slice of spicy cornbread and a beverage of your choice. When after you're done eating, you can hit up Grack for your rooms. Unfortunately, we have a pretty full house tonight, so we only have 3 rooms available for the 6 of you. But should I get a plate of food for everybody, and what would you like to drink?" And she gives Eamon a little wink.
Wink. I gotta disappear for a few minutes. I got a puppy that's
Dying.
currently- Yeah,
Sure.
he really needs to go to the bathroom.
All right, no worries.
I'll be back.
Any recommendations?
She's the special is good. The gals in the back make a great roasted sweet potatoes.
Sounds good to me.
And ales all around?
I say yes, and I ask how we're coming on the sticky toffee pudding.
Oh, she says, "Oh, so you're the one. Let me see what he's got back there." And she disappears behind the back. So you guys are listening to the music and kind of people watching a little bit. Cullen is still at the table with his 2 lady friends. Grack is cleaning behind the bar. There appears to be it looks like 3 wait staff total, kind of moving around between the tables.
Are all the tables filled, other than ours?
All the tables are filled. There is 7 tables, and all of the tables have at least 1 person at them, but there is nobody sitting at them.
Do they look like travelers, or do they look like townspeople?
There's 1 table has Cullen and his 2 lady friends. The other table has it looks like a human commoner. He looks, he's got kind of long white hair, a white beard, maybe in his early 50s. Human, pretty nondescript otherwise. There's a woman at a table who definitely doesn't look like a commoner. She's got black leather armor, black boots, and has a bandolier of daggers across her chest. She's just been kind of sitting at this one table by herself, back to the wall, ever since you guys came in. There is a young couple at the table closest to the stage. They appear to have been eating and drinking merrily, and they kind of clap along to the music. And then there's the dwarf that had the altercation with the waitstaff. He's got a long red beard, and he's wearing a set of full plate and has a battle axe leaning on the other chair next to him. And he looks fairly tipsy.
So we're sitting there, and has our food come yet, or?
Yeah, after a few minutes, she comes out. She sets down a plate in front of everybody and ales all around. And she said one of the gals in the back is going to be able to make some sweet pudding for you. She's not quite sure if it's exactly what you're looking for, but they'll make a sweet pudding of some kind for you. It'll take a few minutes. And off she goes.
I say thank you.
Oh, thank you, Grendel. Actually, Merrick, do the same. Let me know what spells you have prepped as well.
Okay.
By the way. You notice that what did she introduce herself as? Glenda, the waitress, is very quick to bring you new brewskis whenever you down them. Very generous with the booze here, it seems. And after a few minutes, not a few minutes, after a little bit, Goodrich gets up and she kind of, she's woo. She said she's going to call it an early night, and you see her go to Grack, and he walks her in the back to one of your rooms, and now it's the three of you, assuming Grendel doesn't come in at some point. So it's been long enough for them to get and eat a meal, Grendel. I don't know how long you're going to stay out there.
I'm gonna stay out there for quite a while.
Okay. There seems to be zero action going on at that house.
Okay.
And actually, there's not a lot of action going on anywhere, and it's getting just maybe just before nightfall here pretty soon.
So I send an ale over to our red-leathered friend.
Actually, Goose, while I'm out there, I'm just gonna while I know that what's his face, Brennan is out there. I'm actually gonna fall asleep, leaning against the wall.
You're gonna fall asleep?
Yeah, deliberately. I'm gonna start taking a bit of a nap because I'm expecting to pull an all-nighter watching this place.
Okay, fair enough.
I was thinking we might take turns, kind of like watch, but
Glenda informs you, by the way, that the dwarf is on the unlimited ale package, so he doesn't need more ale. He's been drinking all day, apparently.
Ah. Well, I said, well, I need to send this beer to someone. So I send it off to
Daggery lady.
Daggery lady.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
You see her bring it over there and kind of set it down quickly. She doesn't really make the small talk like she's been doing at all the other tables to Daggery lady. And you kind of see them talk, and she looks over at you for a second and kind of just gives you a little nod, but doesn't seem to touch the ale.
Have I got my pudding yet?
Yeah. So Glenda goes back. She grabs your pudding. She sets it on the table, and as you're digging into that, and she tops off your the rest of your ales, you see her walk to the front door and lock the front door from the inside.
What time is it?
Just going to be about sundown.
That's odd for an inn to do that. Sorry, I'm not there.
You're not there. Yep. And then she walks to the back.
So I roll as that happens, I roll an insight check, just trying to like, does she look scared or?
No, she just looks like it's kind of a routine. It was very like, I bring him his pudding, I fill up the ales, I lock the front door, I go back, bust this table, pick up the thing, bring this food to this other table. It kind of seemed like it was just something she did.
Okay. So I'm enjoying my pudding, and I offer some.
Let me make a skill check for the cook to let you know how good your pudding is. It's mediocre. It's mediocre pudding. It's not bad, but it's not terrible either.
So I pick at it because I am particular about my sweets.
That's true. That's true.
I enjoy it, but it's not like I'm devouring it, and I don't finish it all the way. I leave a few bites.
Why don't we? Jeremy's still not here, right?
No.
Right before we got here, I drank like a huge thing of Coke. So let's take a $5 real quick, and then while he's not here anyway, we'll come right back.
a little bit of an early break, but we'll be
a
right back.
little early $5.
There we go.
Okay.
you get 8. Because you get 1 for each spell level you're at, which is 4, and then 1 for each point of your wisdom modifier, which is also 4. So you get to prep 8 spells. You only prep 7, so 1 more.
Okay, 'cause I was looking at the spell table and it said I only had 7, but I guess I got an extra one because of the.
Well, no, that's how many you can cast, but how many you can prep are 2 different things.
So I get 1 more. All right.
1 more to prep. Yep. So do me a favor, just list them all together though when you add them.
Oh, so put them all together.
Yeah, copy pasta those and then add the other one.
All right. Well, we are back.
We are back.
Is Brennan back?
No, he's still out there.
All right.
So you guys, what is? I keep forgetting this girl's name. There you go, nice. So Glenda walks up one more time with one more round of drinks. They're really pouring them on, and she sets 2 room keys down on the table. Thanks, son. And she said, "Your guys are in 7 and 8 tonight. Your friend is in 6." She says, "We're going to start closing up soon, so whenever you guys finish your drinks, if you want to retire for the night, that'd be great." And you notice there's also 2 other waitresses making their way, and they're starting to clean up around the front room, and it looks like they're having similar conversations with other patrons.
So I kind of like look at Glenda and I ask her, I said, well, why do you guys shut down and lock up so early?
She says, "Well, I mean, are you guys here? Have you heard the people going missing?"
No, I don't know anything about that.
She says, "Oh, well, the last few weeks people have been going missing. We just started locking the doors out of precaution. Better safe than sorry. Safety first for our patrons." And she kind of takes the dirty dishes off the table, and she's wiping it down, and she moves on.
So will everybody else be able to get in?
She kind of sets it back on the bar and comes back. "I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?"
Well, we have a couple of people still out in the town. Should we go get them? Will they be able to get in?
She said, "No, I'll just when they knock, I'll keep an eye out for them. I'm going to be up for a few more hours. Will they be late, or are they coming in soon?"
They should be coming back soon, I think.
Okay, then I'll just keep an ear out for them because we'll be out here cleaning up.
Okay.
I just kind of keep an eye on her while she's saying that, and like I'm, doing just kind of sizing her up, trying to understand what she's saying.
Seems on the up and up to you.
So it doesn't seem scared or.
Nope. And you notice the other patrons kind of, not all at once, but slowly start trickling into their rooms. Cullen looks like he's in for a lucky night as he retires with both of his lady friends.
What about my friend with the knives?
Yeah, she eventually goes into a room. So does the kind of nondescript dude in his 50s, and the young couple as well. The performers seem to be to cleaning up, and where'd I go? And kind of as you guys are starting to kind of wind down your meal, you see the dwarf who's been drinking all day getting a little antsy, and he's kind of getting into it again with that. It looks like the same waitress he was like arguing with before, and you hear him kind of yelling as he's like, hiccuping because he's a little drunk. "What do you mean you're putting me to bed? Bring me some more grog!" And he slams his fist on the table. And kind of the entertainers, look over at him, and there appears to be a scuffle, and she's trying to calm him down, and then out of nowhere he punches this woman.
Yeah, Crunch has definitely had enough. He was already on his feet before the punch, and now I'm going over to break it up.
So
did he punch the entertainer or punch the waitress?
The waitress. Everybody roll initiative and perception.
Okay, let's go perception first. I'm not a very perceptive guy. I never have been.
Yeah, why don't we all
blinded by rage at what you just witnessed.
Yeah, I can't perceive anything other than I'm gonna knock this guy to the ground.
I'm about to fold this fool.
I can never roll initiative.
Jeremy,
Sorry.
did you just roll a 1 or is that?
Oh my god, really?
No, that was Crunch rolling his perception.
Well, has anybody put their initiative over here yet or no?
Mine is a
Crunch's
5.
is a 2.
It's a 5, but yes.
5.
Mine's a 12.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to do it this way.
Well, you gotta have the player's icon there and then click on it, and then you can roll initiative.
Yep, that's right. Okay. Crench, what was yours again?
5.
5.
I was
And
a
while
little
you
late
guys
to the
do
party.
I'm going to have a 90 shilling.
Eamon, what was that? Or what was yours?
A 90
I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, okay.
Eamon, roll initiative. 9.
17.
Oh, 17. Natural 9 plus whatever, 17. Okay.
I was just there at Odell, by the way, Grendel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was a good time.
9. Okay.
they make
Um,
some
and-
good stuff.
And now everybody roll perception.
I rolled a 12, dude. That was a 9 plus 3, right?
Okay.
I rolled a
Eamon?
16 earlier.
Eamon, it strikes you as a little bit odd that a dwarven fighter in full plate just punched this waitstaff and she barely staggered backwards. What do you do?
I want to point out that Merrick was saying he rolled a 12 initiative, not a 12 perception.
Okay. Merrick sits sleeping on the other side of the building, though. Oh.
I'm Lucius,
Oh,
and
Lucius.
I'm sleeping on the other side of the building. Merrick is in the bar.
Yeah, I rolled a 12, and then
Oh, did you? What was your initiative?
That's his initiative is a
Oh,
12.
12.
He rolled a 9 plus 3.
I gotcha.
and my perception was a 13 and a 9. I take the left one, right? So it's a 13.
All right. Well,
Eamon, you're up.
A dwarf in full plate decked a waitress, and she didn't move.
And she staggered backwards, but really didn't react very much.
I wonder how Ammon, with his low intelligence, would process that.
I noticed it, but I'm just like, I mean,
Like,
I
man,
would
she's
think
got a
with
tough chin.
Yeah, like, wow, okay. You know, she's got like a
It's a tough
24
lady.
in con. Emmon's gonna hold his action.
Okay. One moment, please. One moment. Hold on, almost there. Almost.
there we are. Well done.
I'm glad you got that reference. Almost.
Almost.
There we are.
Good show.
More boring than British porn.
And here. And here we are. You guys should be able to see a room with a bunch of people in it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You are holding your action. And
Yep.
now...
Huh?
Is that a bugbear?
That is not a bugbear. Immediately after getting punched, you see the waitstaff woman transform into a half wolf-ish, half person, and immediately start tearing into the dwarf.
Like a
Fuck.
werewolf?
Almost exactly like a werewolf, actually.
Like how almost exactly?
Like almost exactly like a werewolf.
Like within a 99.9 percentile?
Yeah. Like pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get this other paper. Let's see. Sorry, you think the DM would be prepared. And that other one to your right, Eamon, is the waitress that's been serving you all night, by the way.
And winked at me.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap, but in all the wrong ways.
I was about to say, I hear she's a beast between the sheets.
But
But I'm. All right. And where did it go? Up there it is. The dwarf managed to drunkenly stagger out of the way as the claws seem to clank off of the full plate, but the bite starts tearing into the dwarf's face. Your waitress starts attacking you.
So our waitress is now attacking us.
Your waitress is now a werewolf who is attacking.
Okay. And who's she attacking?
Eamon, because
Me.
he happens to be the closest. 18, 18.
Yes.
Would I hear this, by the way?
We're gonna deal with you in a moment.
Okay. Oh, wonderful. Okay.
As you're caught off guard, the claws slash across your arm and your chest for 8 points of damage. And then you take another 5 points as he starts to gnaw on your shoulder and having a little bit of a lunchtime. Merrick, Eamon, you may go now because you held action.
You son of a bitch. I will disengage and go here.
Okay.
Haha!
Because haha!
Is your disengage a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my
Yep.
one
Yep.
of my.
I just want to be sure.
Yeah. Bonus action, disengage, move, and then I'm going to stab the ever living shit out of that.
Oh, actually, I lied. Before you can do that, you need to make a wisdom save.
You are a son of a whore. Ha!
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep, you passed the wisdom save. Go ahead. Carry on as you were.
Tell him he just barely. No.
Oh, you actually have a positive in wisdom. Good for you.
I do?
He's not very smart, but he's a little wise.
Wait, you rolled a 20 and it's
Oh,
not a
that's
crit.
right. Because when I had to decide whether it was going to go low in wisdom or into intelligence, I was like, he has street smarts. He's just really stupid when it comes to like book smarts.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I figured that kind of made sense,
Yeah.
Where is it? There it is. Okay, attacking the ever living shit out of him. I would say a 19 probably hits.
Nope. I'm just kidding. Totally hits.
I was like, the fuck?
I'm like,
I think
does
we're
hit.
all like, what? And super
So-
secret stabby damage. So 15 points of damage.
Is that with the short sword?
Yes, it is.
Okay. You see Eamon barrel roll out of your waitress's way, jump over the chair, and pierce the side of this werewolf with as it's eating the dwarf's face, and it stops biting him and looks at you. Evil intent. Is that your attack?
Mhm. Yeah.
Merrick.
Who's this?
Those are the band members.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh God.
You say you've never seen From Dusk Till Dawn, really?
100% true. I have never seen that movie. It's funny when you guys said that and described it. I was like, huh.
good
Oh,
thing
that's
these.
about to happen.
Good
Well,
thing-
don't worry. You guys are too low level for vampire.
Good thing these werewolves aren't the only things that can transform into a wolf.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to decide here because I was thinking the same thing about the band members, but I just want to throw like entangling all of them or not. But anyways, okay.
Merrick, what are your skill proficiencies?
Skill proficiencies. I am insight. I'm an expert in insight.
Nature. What about like nature?
Oh yeah. No, I'm definitely
Make
nature-
a nature check.
Oof.
Is that I can never? That's already added in, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
Well, that's not
Never mind.
bad.
Carry on.
No.
Oh Jesus. So I go ahead and I'm gonna cast Entangle, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
I'm sorry, no, it's a level 1. I apologize.
Mhm.
Let me find it. Cast.
I love that when you do that. It makes it so easier. A creature must a strength saving throw. Okay.
And so I'm casting that on the werewolf here.
Which one?
And so it's a 20-foot square. So I'm trying to I'm casting it on its square and then towards us
So I'm sorry. Which one? The one by itself or the one over there by those two guys?
by itself.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me just pull up the. I have a little chart here, but I forgot to put saves on there, of course. So let me get that up real quick.
You guys see that?
Perfect. Hello.
Hello.
What is the spell save DC on that on your save spells?
It'll be 8 plus wisdom plus proficiency.
So your wisdom is 4, your proficiency is 2, so 8 plus 6.
14.
14.
Let me before I even bother looking it up. Let me roll. Okay, that's not gonna matter. That won't be that high. Okay, he fails. So what happens now?
He is entangled.
He is entangled, so he's restrained.
Mm-hmm.
Creature restrained by plants on success, it frees itself. So it's just he's held there basically.
Right, he can't move.
Okay, perfect. All right, that's your. You can move now if you want to. Was that a bonus action or a?
That's a spell, so that would be a regular action, right?
Well, some first levels, some non-cantrip spells are actually bonus actions.
It was a cantrip, though.
No, it's
Yeah,
first level.
It wasn't.
First
First level.
Oh, it's a first level. Okay.
First level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
So
it should say, like, if you pull up a list of druid spells, it'll say on the
I'm
spell
looking.
itself.
Hold on.
I already got it right here.
By the way, Goose, just so you know,
One action.
restrained is speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against a creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Means I don't have to reckless when is it my turn?
If America's done, it is your
okay.
turn.
yeah, so I was just asking. So did we figure out if that was a?
It's a regular action, so you can move.
Okay.
You can move and make a bonus.
So I didn't mean to draw that second one. I don't want to do that.
Vines everywhere. Vines everywhere. I got you.
There we go. Got it. And I'm gonna go ahead and move to here. And so you
Okay.
said it wasn't a bonus action, right?
So you
Okay.
can still make a bonus action. If you're done, Crunch, you're up.
Yep, I'm done.
Alright, so I'm going to move to about here as I'm ready to punch the dwarf. See these two turn into werewolves and be like, what?
What?
And then I'm going to go to here.
On the bar?
Yeah, okay, I'll go here.
All right, there you
That's
go.
a good point.
I'm gonna yell to him. Now would be a good time to get angry.
I'm going to use my bonus action to rage.
All right.
And I'm going to attack with weight behind it. And I don't have to reckless because they're restrained, so I already get advantage.
All right.
10 to hit. Yikes.
That does not hit.
Alright.
Oh, wait. Yeah, because you get advantage. That's its restraint. Okay, yep, does not hit.
Yeah, 10.
All right.
And that's it.
Lucius, make a perception check.
$26.
As
That
you were
a boy.
As you were kind of nodding off, you hear the muffled sounds of screeching and chairs being knocked over and screaming coming from inside the tavern.
Does he perceive who's screaming?
It's Ammon. Just
That was
By the way,
not
Goose,
fair.
I-
That was not nearly high pitched enough.
that's as high pitched as I can go, man.
I forgot to mention that was with the sword.
The sword. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
I upon hearing the screams, will head to the bar. I will try the door and assume find.
You
that
will
it's
find it is
locked.
locked. Yep. So that
How big are the windows?
big enough. You might be able to smash your way through. We'll say moving to the door, checking it, and moving to a window. I think would be enough.
Can I see anyone through the window?
Make a perception check.
No.
You just kind of see shadows moving around. It's gotten pretty dark outside, and it's a little bit low light on the inside, so it's just kind of shapes moving around, and you can definitely hear a commotion going on in there, and people screaming.
Okay.
All right. Actually, roll initiative now, Lucius, too. We'll plug you in.
Do I have an icon yet?
Oh, I can give you an icon. Hold on.
Give me an icon. I can click on it and just throw me in the order.
You don't need an icon. You're
not really there,
An
but-
icon.
Aw.
All right. Eamon.
I'm gonna kill
You-
this damn thing.
Oh, make a perception check.
What the fuck?
You hear jiggling at the front door. Go ahead.
Weird. I will continue.
Okay, roll to attack with advantage because you're flanking.
How strange.
yeah.
Someone's trying to get in. Oh well, I'm gonna attack.
Hey,
That's weird.
That's 7,
That's-
baby.
That's
Who's
7
trying
intelligence.
who's trying to come through the door?
Where's my weapons? There they are.
Gee, I wonder who that might be.
Why did it not?
Just in case it's
There it
more
goes.
werewolves, I'm gonna not answer the door.
Is that a critical? That is, right?
No. That's me rolling a 1 on my damage.
No, but there's a critical hit, right?
No, he
No,
has
it'll
a
be
plus
no.
6.
bordered in green.
It's
Oh,
18.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and you get sneak attack.
And it would double the
yeah.
damage, by the way, Goose, if it was a critical.
It would.
It would.
Oh, good to know. So
What do
13
you?
points of damage.
What do we mean?
The damage that's listed for slashing, it would be doubled if it was a crit.
I'm gonna have to log out and log back in real quick, just so
Okay.
you know.
It doubles the dice.
Sure.
Right, but it automatically calculates it. Is
It
what it's saying.
calculates the damage, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You see Eamon ducking and dodging and stabbing the thing in the abdomen again as it grimaces and turns on Eamon and attacks. Well, actually, he might have a bonus action. I'll give him a chance to get here.
What? Huh?
Are you done after attacking?
Ba-ba-ba. I'm thinking. Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
The werewolf turns on you as you have wounded it fairly well and attempts to eat you and swipe at you with its claws. You deftly dodge out of the way of the claw and roll of the way of the bite as, blinded by its bloodlust and rage, it's unable to land a blow.
Nice.
Does he have to take an action to disentangle? Or does he automatically
He'd have to take an action. Usually, it's
a creature in the area when you cast a creature restrained by the plants can use its action. I gotcha. Okay, so the other one will make an action to try to tear off the entangling vines, and it rolls. Now I have to look because that's
Probably the same DC, 14, I would imagine.
Oh, it is. I'm looking up the bonus. Like before, it rolled low
Oh.
enough to where it just didn't matter.
I
Like,
gotcha.
now though, it actually
I would imagine a werewolf strength modifier should be pretty high.
probably a 2 or 3, something like that.
strength modifier of 16.
Right.
Plus
Got him.
52. I want to know why I can't find a freaking werewolf in here. There it is, 208. Fucking weird. I made a little cheat sheet so I wouldn't have to look these up, you know?
Yeah.
And I forgot to frickin' put the saves on there.
Oh, no.
Frickin' terrible. All right. Plus 2, 14 exactly. So it frees itself from the entangling vines. And then from out of the back, you hear another one burst through and attack Merrick.
It
Oh,
teleported.
God. It's the third.
It came through the double doors right here.
What is the band doing during this?
Screaming and cowering.
Okay.
They're twiddling their fingers together like Mr. Burns, going eggs. No.
Yes, good.
Wait a minute. Wasn't what's her name in here with us?
She
No,
went to
remember,
bed.
she went to bed early. Remember?
Oh, okay.
She was topping it off a little too much. and you had
That's her. She's that werewolf.
yeah, there you go.
She's got no con, so when she drinks
When
like
she drinks,
a beer, she's
Boom.
shit face.
Does a 14 hit, Merrick?
Does a 14 hit? That is... My AC is 15.
So not. So this werewolf charges through the double doors, barrels up and over the table, and you duck, and it realizes you're small and whiffs high. Now it is your turn, Merrick.
So, at this point, I'm I look at this situation and get real pissed off and turn into a bear.
Okay. Barrack is here.
The
That's
return of Barrack.
And that's your bonus action, correct?
Yeah, bonus action is bear.
You see Merrick turn into a bear and knock the table over as Barrack has arrived.
And so, go ahead and since I'm a brown bear, I go ahead and
There you go, by the way.
yeah.
Now you can control it.
Oh, okay, cool. So at this point, this thing that just came at me, I just like come up like both claws, like because I'm like growing into the bear. I just come up with both claws, just like from underneath, just like grabbing at its guts, just going at it.
Roll to hit. What do you get? 2 claws and a bite, or a bite and claws?
I get one with its claws and one with bite. So like the claws count as one or one.
Okay. How many hit points do you have as a bear?
Bear, I've got 34.
Go.
Damn.
All right, so claws, I'm going to roll a d20, right?
Yeah, always a d20.
I don't know why I'm still doing in music, but
Oh yeah, let's get some. Well, the band is still playing. It's like Titanic.
they're just
They're like crying. But they're still
the show must go on. Classic.
So I rolled a d20, I rolled an 11.
Oh, 11 doesn't hit. Roll your second attack.
Well, you should have a.
Oh, you get bonuses. You're not
Yeah.
rolling with bonuses. Oh, 11 plus what? Whatever. Was that your claws?
Yeah, that's from claws. That'd be strength, right?
Well, he actually has a bonus on the bear thing. We need to. You know what we need to do? We need to make you a little sheet just for these.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have it here. If it's not here, it's in the player's handbook.
Oh, you need to update my character sheet, Jay. My
Oh,
little portrait.
yeah?
I have 17 wisdom, not 16.
Whatever.
Oh, there
It
you go.
doesn't matter until I get 18.
Yeah, let me know when you get to 18 there.
We'll say
bud.
that was your bite. You didn't specify, so the first one listed. So that would be +5. So that would be 11 plus 5 is 16. Definitely hit. So go ahead and roll damage for your bite attack.
Bite attack is
1d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
All right. Now go ahead and roll to attack for your claws. +5.
I just rolled the 5 now.
So that's
Yeah, roll
9
D20
damage.
Yeah. Now roll a d20 for your
'Cause you're
claws.
attacking again.
You're attacking with your claws.
Yeah,
There
16.
you go. 16 hits,
21.
and I roll
21.
2d6 plus 4. So 5, 9 plus 7 plus 4 is what, 620? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So you transform into Barrack, knocking the table and the chair over, and you rake your claws across the thing, and you bite its shoulder, and you notice immediately as you pull your fangs and your claws back, the wounds immediately.
They heal?
Yep.
Oh, fucking gang.
Crench.
So
All
that
right.
happened for that one, but what
Correct.
about the other one?
The other
this
ones,
one?
well, the only one that's been hit otherwise has been Eamon stabbing that one, and it did not hit for them.
Did I heal?
What, and
It did not heal up immediately when Eamon hit it.
do I go before Crunch or after?
You go after Crench. Oh no, you go before. I'm sorry, I lied. You go before Crench.
Okay.
You're up.
So I'm gonna try to jump through the window.
You gonna try to smash it, or are you just gonna do like John Woo it?
I'm gonna like.
You gonna smash
Hit
it and
it.
climb through, or are you gonna like just try to dive through it like action?
I'm gonna
movie
dive
style?
through it.
All right, make a athletics check. Grendel, I'm not rooting against you, but I kind of want you to roll a 1 just to like, because I think it'd be funny as hell.
I rolled an 8.
You back up, you get a running start, and you run and you jump and you hit the window pretty awkwardly. It smashes and you fall prone on the other side of the window, and using up the rest of your movement. So you're in, but you're there and you're prone, and you take 2 points of glass damage.
Slashing. Ouch.
No,
Piercing?
not slashing. Glass.
Glass
Okay,
damage.
glass damage. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Now you're up,
Boop.
Crench.
Toll the dead on this guy. Make
Yeah,
a
he's
wisdom
still got an action.
Oh, you have a bonus action. That's right. Yeah, go ahead. Toll
Well,
the dead.
I have a bonus action and an
And a regular action. All right. Wisdom save, right? A
Yep.
natural 20, so pass the wisdom save.
All right, so that doesn't do anything. So I'm going to cast spiritual weapon right here. It's bonus action.
I know. I'm wondering if the line of sight has blocked the barrack in front of you. Does it need to have line of sight on it?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Let me
Go
look.
ahead.
Let me look.
Even if it is something you can see, you're prone. You can see under barrack.
That's true. Barrack is tall.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about line of sight. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about line of sight. So,
Well, I'll tell you
I
what.
mean,
Let's split the difference. Make a perception check, DC 10. If you hit high enough, you can see past him in the commotion to cast.
I gotta do better than a 3, guys.
All right. Don't say I wasn't
Come
fair.
on.
I
There you
did
go.
better than a 3.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so spiritual weapon's right here. I will be casting that. You know what? I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Ooh.
So that's gonna make it
Spicy.
add an extra level of damage. Oh wait, no, it is a 2nd level spell. It is. Never mind. It's a
All
2nd
right.
level spell.
So you're definitely casting it at 2nd level. Is what
So
you're
I'm definitely casting it.
saying. All right. Roll to hit. No, that does not hit.
How do you know?
Are you sure?
I've got
Okay.
a plus 86.
No,
Crench.
hold on.
Now you're officially.
Time out.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't he technically have advantage since it's on the opposite side?
No.
No, I don't think spiritual
No,
weapon gets
because
advantage.
it's not like
It's a ranged
actual
spell attack.
entity.
It's not a... Yeah.
it's not an entity.
Alright, so I'm going to move here for 5-10. Here for 15-20.
All right.
25. And he gets an attack of opportunity, but with disadvantage because
This
of my
one.
Path of the
Alright.
Totem Warrior.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll at disadvantage. Let's see. 14.
That does not hit.
Okay, so he does not hit.
And then I'll go here with the last of my movement, and I will attack this one with weight behind it with my sword. Two-handed sword. That is a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright. So 2d6 plus 16. So that will be 25 damage.
All right, the half-orc sludge through the vines, I should say, so 25.
Uh-huh.
Ducks under the swipe. Actually, you probably don't duck under anything. Move out of the way of the swipe of the werewolf, and bring your two-handed greatsword down, leaving a vicious wound across the back of the werewolf. And this one does not back up. All right, Crench, the dwarf, tries to fight back.
Come on, Dorothy.
Crench's sword magical?
No,
Just
you guys know it's not magical.
It's not
Right.
magical, but it is silvered.
It is silver.
okay. That explains a lot.
Yep.
You see him swing his great axe and cleave across the front, actually the back because it turned on Aemon, with his great axe. Despite his drunken stupor, and the wound immediately heals as the great axe, or as a battle axe, crosses over his back. And in his drunken stupor, you're not sure if he doesn't seem to notice or doesn't seem to care. Aemon.
I attack.
All right.
Hey.
21 hits.
17.
17 total.
Yep.
All right, Aemon's over there making a pincushion out of this thing. It's clearly pretty wounded, as every 6 seconds you've just been pelting him with wounds in the shoulder and the leg and the abdomen. It's bleeding profusely from multiple body wounds. The rest of your action?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, you see the entertainers begin to cower in the corner as the fight is growing larger.
Are they still playing?
No, they're not. The werewolf, ignoring the totally ineffective attack behind him, continues to attack Aemon. 13 and 12. So showing your quickness, you dodge out of the way of the wild attacks. He seems to be lost in a rage and can't seem to get its bearing on you as you dodge and juke back and forth.
Damn straight.
This one over here slugs through the terrain, make an attack. Does the spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity?
Does what?
The spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity?
I'm not sure. Let me look that up.
I'm not sure either. Either way, it will attack Crench. We'll do the attack of opportunity if we need to in a moment.
I think it does. I think when it happens in Critical Role, it does. But
Well, you know what? If it's good enough for Matt Mercer, it's good enough for me.
Let's see.
18 Crench?
18 does hit.
Opportunity attacks rely on using a reaction.
Oh, and the spiritual weapon.
Could you? Well, do you when you attack with it? Do you have to use an action to attack with it?
It's a bonus action.
No,
It's
it's a bonus action.
so you can't use a reaction to attack with it. Then is for them. Correct. Okay. You can only use a bonus action to attack with.
It would say if the spiritual weapon could make opportunity attacks.
Correct. All right, so negative. Okay. One attack does hit. He manages to claw your arm as he goes by. Crench for 8 points of damage, halved to 4 slashing damage.
Alright.
And Crinch is now a werewolf.
No! Now you guys
Make
get
that
to
wisdom
fight.
save.
Now you guys get to fight Super Crench in werewolf form.
Got him.
Oh dear God.
Got him.
And this one attacks Barrett.
I cast command. Fetch. Throw a stick.
This werewolf, realizing that the bear poses no threat to him, turns on Crench and attacks as well. 19?
19 hits.
7 damage, halved to 3.
Alrighty.
And now it is Merrick's turn.
So this silly werewolf that thinks it doesn't, I don't pose any threat to it.
Mhm.
I just grab it in the biggest bear hug ever and
You
just
try to-
start to like squeeze it, like just crush it using like
Try to-
all of my strength.
And try to grapple it.
Yeah.
So make a athletics check strength.
So I take it on the bears.
Yeah, the bear strength. Which way?
The bear
Probably.
strength is 19 plus 4.
So plus 4.
So do a
Just
roll a
D20.
d20.
Plus 4, yep.
17.
You are successful. You see the bear as it turns around and scratches Crench just literally pick up the werewolf and is now holding it in place.
So is it restrained then?
It is. I'm going to call it restrained yet.
Okay.
Barrick, that's your turn?
Yeah, I think that's my turn. I've got this thing held up. I'm just like I'm waiting to. I'm just holding it to someone else can take care
So
of
if you dragged it back like that, would I be able to take my reaction to attack it as an attack of opportunity?
That would actually make sense to me.
Sure.
Alright.
With weight or no? I
I
don't know if you can do that on an opportunity.
I'm pretty sure it's whenever I make a melee attack, but here, let me
Okay.
look at it real quick.
We can look at it later. Just for the sake of discussion, we'll say you can if you choose to.
Okay, yeah, I do. And
Like-
I have it flanked, so that would be a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay. For 25 damage again.
That thing's got to be dead.
As the bear grabs it and pulls it back, you nearly lop off its leg, but it's still howling in pain as the blood courses over its body.
Wow.
It's alive, huh?
It is alive. Lucius, your turn.
I'm gonna move.
You are
to
prone,
right.
lying in a pool of glass.
I'm
So
gonna
have-
move here,
Half your movement to get up, and then you have 15.
and I am going to cast a level 1 inflict wounds
On which one?
Nice.
on the one right in front of me.
That's an attack, right?
It is an attack.
So with an advantage because it's restrained.
I believe that would be a 14.
14 hits.
Okay, let me double check how many damage I do with level.
it?
I think it's 3d10.
You just gotta click it off your sheet, dude. It'll bring it up.
3d10. Well, I don't have it on my sheet.
Oh, well, there's your first mistake. Put it on your sheet.
That's a lot of work.
When Thomas gets here next week, we'll ask him for the macro.
28 damage.
You see
Fuck
the
that
bear
thing.
pull the werewolf back. Crench nearly saws off its leg, and then he palms him by the head and holds him out to the side. Lucius just touches him with one arm, and necrotic energy pierces over the creature, and it falls to the ground in a smoking heap.
Shrivels up like a mummy and crumbles.
Yes, pretty close.
Oh,
All right.
I move my spiritual weapon.
All right.
I can't move it, but it goes. Yeah, you knew where it was going.
Yep. And then bonus
Yeah,
action to
it's gonna-
attack.
Yep.
All right.
That's like a 22.
Hits.
That's 8 damage.
All right.
Sorry, 9 damage.
Beautiful. Crench.
All right, so I'm going to attack this one recklessly with weight behind it.
All right. No flanking here, though.
No flanking, but I am attacking recklessly.
All right.
That's 17 to hit.
17 to hit hits.
And 23 damage.
Yeah.
When I hit, I do a lot of damage, but I missed on that first one because I'm putting weight behind it, so...
Yep. These guys apparently are, fortunately, pretty easy to hit.
Yeah, low
Take a
AC.
huge chunk out of its abdomen. It howls in pain as the greatsword chunks through it. And that brings us to the dwarf, who continues to swing wildly, toppling over the table, missing terribly at the other werewolf. Eamon, you're up.
I'll get you, you motherfucker!
Alrighty.
Fucking bang me a drink!
I'm assuming 24 hits.
A 24 hits, yep.
Alrighty. And let's do 16 points of damage.
As it's flailing at you wildly, you duck inside and you impale it through and through with the sword, and it collapses to the ground, bleeding out, twitching.
Yeah. You all remember that.
I mean, you basically took that thing one-on-one.
Well, 1 on 1.5.
One-on-one with advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still your turn.
Oh, snaps. Alright, I'm going to take my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here.
All right, you do a little ninja slide over the table like an action movie and jump up onto the short sage. There is, by the way, this is not a wall. So actually, this
I figured it was a stage.
right. That would allow you to see over here. Let me.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, werewolves.
You mean werewolf?
Werewolf, I should say.
So I would have actually, because I thought it was wall, I would have gone here.
Okay. Does disengage only not allow attacks at all, or only from one? Anyone know?
If you use
I
the
believe
disengage
it-
action, you don't take attacks of opportunity for the rest of the turn.
Okay. No. You see the werewolf looking around now, realizing they're not quite as invincible as he thought he was.
Do it. I will take my attack of opportunity because I have Sentinel.
Go for it.
I knew that would come in handy.
Also, if he gets hit by this attack, he doesn't get to move.
Yep.
Right. The movement
From
becomes
Sentinel?
0. Yeah.
From Sentinel.
So he would
yeah.
get to
Nice.
still go to here,
He
So-
can get to go to there.
but then as
Right.
soon as
Okay,
he
cool.
leaves Emin's range, yeah.
Sorry, I'm scrolling to find.
It's just a regular attack, right?
Huh?
Oh, there you go. 18 hits. Nice.
Yep.
So 6 points of
6
damage.
points of damage. Yep.
So, was he here
No.
or here?
Right there.
He is here.
Because I think he provokes the attack when he crosses to here, or I mean, it doesn't matter
No,
that
no, it's as soon as they go to leave, That's when you get the attack before they leave your range. Because if he's here, then Emmon can't reach him.
True. Makes perfect sense.
The reason me and Jay know this is just because they use it all the goddamn time in Critical Role.
Two of them have Sentinel.
All right, fair enough. He ducks away from Crench and barrels through the door just in time for Aemon to hamstring him, and he kind of staggers down to the ground.
Give me 1 second. I'm pretty sure I don't get a sneak attack on that, but I'm double checking.
You know what? You don't have advantage. You're not flanked. I don't know why you would.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. Barrick, you're up.
Never mind.
Barrick, you're up.
Yeah, so can Barrick jump to here?
Sure.
And so I literally just grab this thing.
Okay.
And just...
Make a strength athletic check.
All right. 20. So that would be a 14.
As it's tripping over, the bear barrels past Crench, kind of shoulder chunking him as he goes by. Crench is not used to being moved by anybody bumping his shoulder.
But I know it's my buddy Merrick. I don't mind.
You do. Leaps over the bar, and as the werewolf is staggering, simply reaches out with one massive paw, grabs him, and holds him in place.
I've got him, and I kind of spin him around, like I put him right back where he kind of came from, like.
Well,
I moved it there and put him here.
All right, fair enough. Hold on.
Put him here?
Yeah. There we go.
So now I'm blocking his way and holding him there.
All right, that brings us to Lucius.
I will cast a 2nd level Inflict Wounds.
All right. Roll to hit.
Can I use my reaction to tell Lucius to not attack him? Wait, we might need him for information.
Both of you roll dexterity checks.
Dexterity?
Yep, whoever's faster.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Roll low.
I'm not great at dex, so I rolled a 10.
He's too fast for you. The 15 or whatever does hit though.
Okay, so that's gonna be 25 damage.
Once again, as you reach out, the necrotic energy cackles through your hands, and it sizzles and smokes and collapses to the ground in a gross pile.
So he said to not kill it yet, so I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on it. That's a cantrip.
Okay.
Jeez. I guess that means we can try and tie it up now.
Well, it's not dead. It's just unconscious.
Sitting there at 0 hit points and going low.
1 hit point. It's got 1 hit point.
No, wouldn't it have 0 and be unconscious?
I think it would have 0.
But it's just they're not bleeding out.
Right.
Yeah, no saving throws necessary.
Okay. As you guys are kind of taking in what happens, you see the dwarf stumble over to you, and he says, "Thanks for the help. I'll be in no man's debt." He throws a small pouch on the table, walks over to this werewolf, rummages through the pouch, grabs the key, goes to the front door.
I mean, I was gonna go punch him, but that's okay. I'll let it go. Because he threw down all the money.
Someone should go collect Brennan.
Whoever is keeping track of your money, there's 25 gold pieces.
Yeah, alright, I'm on it.
As you guys are kind of getting it together, the kind of band leader, he runs up to you and he starts screaming, "What have you done? What have you done? They're gonna kill our families. What have you done?" And he's kind of like hysterical and like screaming, tears running down his face.
I thought about taking calm emotion, but I didn't. Shit. I'm gonna say, like, chill out, man. We'll protect your families as best we can. What is this? Is everyone here a werewolf? Everyone who works at the tavern a werewolf?
So the one who comes over and kind of pulls the other way, who's hysterical, and somebody else steps up who's actually willing to talk to you.
Okay.
And he says the Baron is keeping their families under the tavern. And he uses the tavern to trap people, and they don't really know why, but they're forced into, they're coerced into participating tavern setup by threat of harm on their families. But now that you've killed some of his werewolves, no doubt once he finds that out, he will kill their families, or so he says.
I don't think. Well, I don't know this Baron. It sounds like a vile man, but you are not complicit in this. You are bystanders. As such, of course, we'll do everything we can to resolve this issue without there being any need for anyone who shouldn't die to die.
He says,
And then I'll turn to Crinch and I'll say, "See, I fucking told you that guy's a piece of shit."
I'm just gonna nod and be like, "Yep."
I knew that guy was fucking shady.
Yep.
All right. Well, what's the course of action?
Search the bodies.
I'm gonna turn to the group and say, someone should collect Brennan. We need to go make sure that Gudrus is safe, and we need to make sure that anyone else who is innocent here is safe.
Okay. Can you guys see back here, by the way? Can you see that, or is that black to you?
Yeah.
We can see it behind the bar. Yeah.
Okay,
We
that's
can
what
see the 5 foot square behind the bar, and we can
Perfect.
see to this
It's-
point down the hall.
Yeah.
is, and you guys can also see this too. There you go. Okay, Eamon, you quickly rummage through the bodies, and other than the key that the dwarf threw on the floor, nothing of value is in there. Okay.
I'm also going to point at Lucius and then point to my half-eaten arm and whatnot and be like, "Ow!" Intent.
I'm gonna go over to Barrick and say, "Give me a few minutes. Let me cast something so we can get you in on this conversation." And I'm gonna start ritual casting Speak with Animals for 10 minutes.
All right.
I don't think we have 10 minutes.
Yeah, if you guys take much longer, these people are gonna get pretty upset. They're like, you really need
Okay.
to hurry. Like time is of the essence.
Like,
All right,
we've
well
got
then, let's go.
That's fine. I'm barreling around down here. I'm making noises like I want to go down the hallway.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna
Barrick, hold on.
Oh. Okay.
begrudgingly.
Well,
I'm going to
I want to. Sorry.
heal Emin.
Okay, heal Eamon
Thank you.
for
There, 9.
9 points of healing.
That actually makes a big difference, man.
Barrick, make a perception check, and what were you gonna say, Eamon?
I was actually going to say I wanted to look behind, back in here.
Okay.
Just kind of quickly do a quick look back there.
Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna go out here and yell, "Brennan,
Yep.
come!"
Okay.
And then I'm gonna come back over here.
All right. You don't find anything. I mean, bar. Typical stuff you're
Yeah.
gonna find in a bar.
I
What
rolled
was
a
your
2.
perception?
I don't see nothing.
8 plus whatever your. Oh no, you don't change your mental stats to bear. So what's your regular perception?
Oh, I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, then I should just roll this one then. Sorry. Oh, that.
So you rolled an 8, then plus 4, you rolled a 12. You kind of hear what sounds like a dragging sound coming from somewhere up in here. Whoops, somewhere up in here.
So can I make it down this hallway?
Oh yeah, 100%. The space on the thing isn't actually the physical space you take up. It's like the space you the command in the place of the battle, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go barreling down here then.
All right.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
following him down.
Yep.
I was about to gesture
Uno momento, por favor, gracias.
Cringe forward. And is Brennan coming? Did he hear me?
You haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, I just kind of yelled out the front door, just Brennan come, and then
I made a perception check. You'll find out soon enough.
Okay.
He's a werewolf now. He's gone.
He's dead to you now.
Oh, perfect. Now I get the girl.
She too is a werewolf now. But yes,
Ah,
you get the
that's
girl.
disappointing.
Yes, I get a killer.
You can still get that tail. Literally now.
But a ting.
All right, there we go. And
What's right there?
hold on. Give me a minute.
Come on. No, it doesn't wanna. Okay, well.
Come on. Come on, do it.
Do it now!
Where's my little thing? Why isn't it to where you should be, thing?
Come on, open the door. There's a bomb in there.
Get to the chopper!
So I work at an IT service desk, and I have from a one-on-one with my boss. We just do one-on-ones like once every couple weeks or month. I have gotten her to be okay with on my last day, whatever my last day is, to answer the phone as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay. Nice.
Well, to be fair, what's she gonna do?
Fire me? Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, after I put in my 2 weeks and I'm on my last day, like, really? You're gonna fire me? Nah.
As
You
round the
cannot do
corner-
this. Do not fire me.
Do not fire me!
As you round the corner, you see this a werewolf dragging one of the the young couple that was at the table, dancing and talking. He's dragging the husband toward you. So let's roll initiative. Hold on, roll initiative.
Another initiative, huh?
Another initiative.
Oh, wait, what? Where did we go?
Now you got to click on your thing and roll initiative. It'll automatically populate.
Yeah,
What are you rolling?
I don't know. It threw me out, but I'm coming back in.
So, you click on your portrait.
Yeah, click on your portrait and then roll initiative, and it'll automatically populate it in there.
Really?
And
You gave them
initiatives on
17?
the main page, the core stats page.
Mhm.
The bear has an initiative of 5. Would he roll the bear's initiative or his own?
Well, he just clicked on himself. Sure.
Well, he clicked on the bear.
Oh, I am the bear.
But you
Right.
clicked on the bear and then on your character sheet, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
So, but would it be the bear? Would he use his characters? It's a physical thing. Initiative's dex based. It'd be the bear. Okay.
Right. Okay. There we go.
Come on.
Do it.
Now.
Eamon, you're up.
Wait.
Oh no, werewolf's up actually.
No, Eamon can go first. It's fine.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
You see
No.
him dragging this behind him, and he starts fumbling around with a key, and he starts messing with the door. Eamon, you're up.
Is the guy alive?
He is not moving. You don't know if he's unconscious or dead or alive, but he's just kind of being dragged around.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta read something real quick. Where is it? It's right there.
So, for the record, this werewolf is alive. It's just taking a nap.
Correct.
Also, my spiritual weapon lasts for a minute, so it's probably
That's
gone by
probably-
now. I think it lasts for a minute. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure.
Eamon, you're up.
Yeah, I'm moving right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Dash
Yeah, 1
action
minute.
to here
Okay.
and attack.
That's your bonus action, so then you're using regular action to attack. Got it.
Yep.
Go for it.
Is he aware I'm there?
Well, yeah, he just saw you run down the hallway.
You just ran past.
Do I get sneak?
I'm here.
Yes, he
Jeremy,
knows you're there.
character out of character in that moment. Does
Yeah.
he know I'm here?
He hasn't acted in combat yet, though.
Yes, he has. He moved, went to the
He
door, and
moved.
grabbed the key. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So you said no, or
He knows you're there. Yes.
You should
sorry.
actually try to sleight of hand the key from him IMO.
that's a terrible idea.
Which is why you should do it.
I don't know if you caught the I should do it.
I did. I did.
Hey, that's a critical.
That is additional 0 damage. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Roll your 1d6. Roll one more d6. 4.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
12 points of damage.
It's almost like you snuck attack him.
Almost. Crench, you're up.
So I'm not still raging. Son of a bitch.
But you can get angry again.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2. No, come here.
Of course, there's only one of them right here. It may
5,
not be
6. And that's as far as I can move anyway, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to throw one of my hand axes
All right.
and miss.
That does not hit.
And that's it.
Lucius.
I will move to right here.
All right.
I wonder how the interaction for that would be. That might actually work really well.
By the way, can you guys see the doors in the
We
hallway?
can see the doors, yes.
Okay, good.
We can't see into them, but we can
Perfect.
see them.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
That's 16 to hit. 17,
hits.
17 to hit.
Still hits.
And let's see, that is going to be 1d8 damage.
All right. What's the interaction you're wondering about?
He, according to the spell, it cannot. The creature I hit cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
So, I'll let you take this back if you want to. So, like, I think that would work on the trolls, which regenerate. They have damage immunity, so the damage never actually takes effect.
Okay.
The regeneration I was using more as a narrative, like
Gotcha.
a descriptor. So if you don't want to do that with that in mind, that's fine.
Knowing that, then I would probably have actually gone for a Toll the Dead, because he's already taken damage.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and make a wisdom save. 9 does not go it. So
That's not going to do it. 4 damage.
Okay. Lucius. No, Barrick.
So I go like barreling down the hall best I can, dodging around my guys.
Except for Cranch, he can take it.
Yeah. And I just again just grab this thing. Like,
all right, make
it. Just biggest bear hug. Just crushing it as best I can.
Make an athletics check, strength.
Ugh.
That's gonna be 7. He actually managed.
You win because that's +5. No, it's +4, isn't it?
And one it's opposed roll too.
Okay.
He manages to dive out of the way of your arm, but he drops the guy in the process, so he's not holding onto the dude's collar. Werewolf is up. He drops the key on the ground and in desperation starts attacking Barrick. 11 and 5, neither one of those hit, I imagine.
Let's see, my AC is 11.
Is it 11? Oh, nice. I didn't think that would hit. Okay, so he does.
As a bear, I'm only 11.
He does 3 points of damage.
Now I'm at 31 hit points.
Oh no!
Let's go, Eamon.
I'll attack him.
So
All
is,
right.
is Barrick
Now
more
I
like...
get my attack.
Well, you get advantage because he's restrained. Oh no, he does not restrained, so you wouldn't get sneak attack.
You get sneak attack if it's engaged in melee.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't.
21 hits.
As long as they're within 5 feet of an enemy.
A threatening enemy. It has to be a threatening enemy. It can't be like an unconscious enemy. But
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right,
On a meta point, I try to go on the opposite so they get advantage as well.
Sure.
That obviously doesn't always happen.
21 hits.
Where is it? I really hate the way this is, where I gotta scroll for one and.
Ooh.
Wow. Good rolling.
Ooh, spicy.
Crench.
So is Barrick maybe like one space back from where he is actually?
Nope, that's right where he is.
But he can't occupy the same space as the werewolf.
Well, I was putting him there if he was holding him. So actually, I would have left him there if he was grappling him.
So I'm gonna go here,
All right.
and I'm gonna attack him with the silvered sword recklessly with wait.
The whole shebang.
The whole thing. 20 to hit.
Question:
hits.
Are you raging or no?
No, I am not raging, so it's only gonna be plus a 14. So that is 22 damage.
He's howling in pain and screeching as he's bleeding all over the place. Lucius, you're up.
Make a wisdom save.
11.
That will not cut it.
All right.
11 damage.
The bell sounds and the creature falls
Its head
to the floor.
explodes. Okay, are these rooms numbered?
They are numbered.
where is door number 6?
That would be. 5. The one you're standing right in front of.
I'm going to try to open it.
Not this one. This one.
I'm going to try to open it.
Okay, it's unlocked. And you go inside.
I am rushing back to this guy over here because I don't want to leave a live werewolf alone with all of the band members.
Brennan did hear you, and he has finally caught up.
We need to try to tie this werewolf up, but probably with something stronger than acid.
When you
The
walk
room is empty?
The room is empty, barring the furniture. There has clearly been a struggle. There is some blood on the floor and on the wall, as well as dog fur.
I'm just gonna start checking all the doors up and down the hallway.
Okay. Move to 1, and we'll let you do 1, and then we'll see what your teammates are doing. All right.
And is the doorway over here, or no? It's just the end.
No, there's just a wall there. I'll reveal that a little.
Same story.
Empty room. Yep.
Sign of struggle.
No sign of struggle.
Okay.
I'm
gonna shout out that Goodrus is missing.
No,
and
this
it
was
looks like
room.
there was a struggle.
This was room 7, by the way. So this would have been your guys' room when they gave you the key. They said you guys are 7 and 8.
This one was Goodrus's
6?
room.
Right. 7 right there, and 8 is.
8's right here.
That's right. Exactly right.
Okay. So I'm gonna yell that Goodrus is missing. It looks like there was a struggle and there's blood.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
We're gonna search all the rooms.
Okay. Well, one at a time. What are you doing?
This one.
Which one? Move your guy there. All right. Okay. Go in. There looks like there has been a struggle in here as well.
Are these doors here?
Yes.
Where?
Right here.
Yep, right there.
Oh. Interesting.
Are you gonna go check those, Andrew?
Andrew, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and open the door closest to me.
That one.
Yeah.
Well, you're a bear. You can't open doors.
They aren't the nice handles. They're like doorknobs.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
They learned from the Raptors. In Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I go down to here. Is this a hallway?
Oh yeah, I'll reveal that as well.
It looks like it's just
And I've hooked the key on my nail as I went by, and I look at Eamon like just as indignant as a bear can look at him. Like I'm holding a key on my fingernail. Like why got him?
Make a dexterity check to pick up the key with your fingernail, or howl and roll and rage and frustration.
Yep.
All right, you got the key on your finger. All right, Eamon, you're staring at a bear with a key on its claw. Crench.
Wait, hold up. I got an idea. Where is it?
Can I make an intelligence check?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. 11.
That's probably good enough.
Probably good enough. I get the
The
idea.
3
what he's trying to
probably
say.
like. What do you want, boy? What is it?
Did Timmy fall down a well again? Crench, you're up.
Well, what's the state of this werewolf?
He's just laying there on the ground.
Does he look like he might come to consciousness anytime soon, or?
It's hard to tell.
I'm gonna look over and I'm gonna ask the band, what do you want me to do with this one? Because I don't think we can properly restrain him to protect you, but I don't want to go killing any more of them if you guys are worried about this.
Well, we've already killed 2 of them. It's a done deal now. If you're not here to protect us, we don't want that thing here.
Yep, I'm gonna slit its throat.
All right. Crench, let's see. Lucius, your turn.
I'm gonna open this door.
All right. There's my little thingy.
By the way, with the silvered sword, so it doesn't heal itself.
for sure.
No, not that door. This door.
No. Okay then.
Cool, we got them both open. Good job.
Well, yeah, that doesn't matter.
Got him. Wait, that was our room. We already knew there was nothing in there.
Wow.
That's just storage. Okay.
It's the kitchen, basically.
So I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to go as far towards this door as I can.
Well, you move yourself. You can move yourself.
No, I'm gonna. Then I'm going there.
All right.
And if I can open it, I will.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's it, stairs?
It's the John.
Oh, fuck. Are they both the John?
Oh, you didn't nope the other one. Let's see. Eamon, you're up.
All right. I'll move to here and I'll look at the bear and be like, "Which door do you want me to open?" Point to it with your snout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one do you want him to do?
Oh, this one.
Okay, well, this door is unlocked. That wasn't the door he was fidgeting with the key.
No, it was.
Oh,
he was
it was-
fidgeting with this one.
Correct.
It's this one.
So I'm basically where the X is. I'll
Alright.
unlock the door. Ooh.
You unlock the door and there's stairs going downstairs. You just stepped over that guy's in a kind of unconscious form. He's rolling around a little bit. He seems to be coming to, by the way. He is alive.
And I'll charge. I'll use
You going
my
down-
dash.
You're going
and-
downstairs?
Oh yeah, why not? Let's have
Alright.
fun.
Eamon, we'll
Let's
deal with you in a
end
minute.
this.
Barrick,
I'll follow as soon as I can.
Barrick, you're up.
Barrick bellows a big growl, trying to get Crench and Brennan's attention.
You guys hear a bear growling. Crench, you're up. You hear a bear growling.
I'm heading this way.
Okay.
Because I'm like, oh Jesus.
I'm going to hear the growling, and I'm going to say, "Let's go" to Brennan, and I'm going to use my full movement and dash to go with him.
Just so I don't forget him. Alright. Oops. Lucius?
I'm part of the downstairs train.
Alright, right as you cross by, this guy starts to come too. He wakes up.
I'm like, we killed the werewolf. Go find the band on the stage and hang out with them.
He goes, no, I want to come with you. They took my wife.
Then stay behind us.
He's...
And I'm going to tell everyone that I killed the werewolf we had spared.
Okay, make a persuasion check if we're trying to convince him not to go.
I'm saying if he does come to stay behind us, but I would
Okay.
rather him not come. So
Then make a persuasion check. 5? Yeah,
That's 5.
he still wants to go with you guys.
It's like, okay, then stay behind us.
Alright. Make sure the right one. Alright, let's see, Eamon was first, right?
Yep.
Get you guys set, and then put you guys up here. Lucius. Do copy pasta this one. Copy pasta this one. And that's what's missing. All right. Who was second? And there was a Barrick.
Barrick was second.
Alright.
Are we talking initiative order or
No, into the place.
At
this point, I don't think
Eamon
we're
was
in
first.
initiative anymore.
No.
Yeah.
There you go.
Eamon, Barrick, then me, then Crinch, then Brennan.
That's what you see, Eamon. A long corridor with a door on each side. That is not a wall though. Here it's open past here. It looks like. You just can't see
Okay.
it.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you can go.
I peek around the corner.
All right.
Oh, what the fuck?
Is this narrow enough that we have to go single file?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. Well, if I'm still using my dash, I run to that corner and I peek around the corner.
All right, hold on. Who was third?
Me.
So then that would be
Nah. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and then the guy
So-
is behind. Hold on a
I would
second.
go when it's my turn. I would go here and try to open this door and look in.
Okay. You can go ahead and move yourself there. Kind of peek open the door, and it's a square room with 4 decorative suits of armor
And 2 more doors.
and 2 more doors. Correct.
Can I look in that door?
Sure. Looks like kind of a group staying playing area, a bunch of kind of low quality beds and
Yeah. Almost like a barracks. Yeah, there's
almost like
another
a
door right
barracks. Yeah. All right, you can move in. Go ahead and move yourself. And then
Okay.
Crench, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and go to this door.
Okay.
And see if I can open it.
No, I'm not moving. Who put me there?
Well, you had to go in there to look in there. You said you were looking, right?
Well, no, I was opening the door and looking.
Well, this one you said, right?
No, I wasn't going in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Okay, well, it's a
Well,
bathroom.
that's a shitter. Cool.
It is a shitter. Yep. Uno
Roughly
moment.
positioned from the one above it, so just imagine how bad that is.
Let's see.
You're going, and the person above you's going. You get some splashback. Just oh!
It's an old rusty wooden door. There's no lock on it, but there's a big thick bar across the front of it.
On
So on
our
your
side.
this side of it. On
So
your-
it's
so you-
barricaded from our side.
from your side. You could lift the bar up if you want.
Do I see this?
No, Crench is there right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion for the rest of the group and tell them what I'm seeing.
All right.
Should we open this?
I'm gonna say we should save that for last. I feel like because this is locked from this side, not from the other side.
Everybody roll initiative.
Son of a...
11.
14.
That can't be right. Something went wrong with mine. Mine should actually be a 10, not a 2.
Oh,
Yeah, mine is. It says no character was found for selected.
because you have to click on your icon first, your logo.
I did.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Did it say that for me? I'm gonna click it again just to see. Yeah, it did.
What were you before?
What's weird is I hover over it and it says rolling 1d20 plus selected initiative overall initiative mod.
So mine should technically be a 12. That's
I'm
weird.
just saying I'm not sure if it's adding it right or not. It's not showing me the math. It's
Yeah, if you hover over it, it'll show you the math.
it's not. It just says
Oh.
rolling 1d20.
But you're right,
so-
it doesn't show it. That's
yeah.
bizarre.
Yeah, so mine I have a
I
plus
kind
one
of would like to
initiative, so
just
mine-
roll it. Roll
You
it
can do it
and
that way.
add
If you
it,
can do
yeah.
it that way if you want. But when you guys were doing it, it was double populating it for me. I don't really care which way.
Sure. So 7.
We'll keep your 9. That's fine.
All right.
It's already up there. And as while you guys are checking out the door, as soon as Barrick crosses into that room,
That's why I didn't walk in there. I thought that was a trap.
the suits of armor start animating.
Hey, Andrew, what's your next character going to be?
Ouch. Well, he's got like what 34 hit points, and then if you go down, then you revert to your normal.
And then he
Form.
can bear form again.
Yeah.
And all 4 of them attack Barrick.
You hear the bear equivalent of what the fuck?
There it is.
So I've got an AC 11, I believe.
All right, 3 of them hit. Actually, with advantage, 4 of them hit. Oh my god. So the damage is 4d6 with all of them hitting, and they all rolled a 1. Every single one of them. So you take 12 points of damage as the 4 of them just start pummeling the bear.
So 31 minus 12, I'm at 19.
Who's up next? Barrick.
I'm at 19, not 12, 19.
Oh, I thought I was keeping track of it from before. Maybe we both were. All right, if you're doing it on there, that's fine.
Yeah.
Barrick,
Okay.
your turn.
So, just been attacked by 4 suits of armor. And what I do is I grab, or so I have 2 moves here. So I attack the one closest to me. So this one here.
Okay, well, the one closest to you is the one you're actually kind of on top of.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, I'll attack the one I'm on top of.
All right.
And I go to bite it.
All right. Roll to hit. Give a +4, I want to say, to hit.
Yeah, a weapon attack +5 to hit, so that's a 21.
All right, that does it. And second attack.
I need to roll 1d8 for that.
Okay. All right.
1.
So what's the plus something?
Plus
What's
4,
the
so 5.
All right, and go ahead and roll for your other attack.
6, 11.
Nope, the second one does not hit.
All right, and then I move back into the hallway, and I kind of like push Brennan out of the way.
Push Brennan. Okay. You'll provoke two attacks of opportunity.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm like blocking the hallway once I get there.
One does hit. Whoops. You don't get. I have to roll the 5th one. Oh my god, for 3 points of damage.
Wow.
So 60.
That's a Yahtzee goose.
Oh, no shit, right? Lucius, you're up. You hear the bear going "Rawr, rawr," and stagger out of the hallway.
So did he exit the hallway in such a way that they will have to leave the room to come after him?
They will have to go in. Well, they would be fighting through the.
Okay. So they can go here and hit him and not actually enter the hallway.
Correct. Well, they can't enter the hallway. It's blocked. I mean, they could go through. Actually, you can move through, but like to move through, like if they had to move through and they had to walk on the other side of Bremen, Barrick would get an attack of opportunity. If they moved through to get on the other side of Barrick, Bremen would get an attack of opportunity.
Well, I mean, given Merrick's positioning, I can't really do much without running into the room and.
That is a correct statement. Yep.
So
I mean, you might have line of sight from like here, like that.
I mean, if are the doors open?
Well, yeah. I remember I accidentally said you opened the doors.
Okay.
Well, no, you did open that door. Yeah, so you know what's in there.
So I go here. Can I see that guy?
Yeah. Well, it looks like you can see that guy.
All right. I'm gonna make a spell attack.
All right. Which spell?
This is gonna be Chilling Grasp. That's an 18 to hit.
Does hit. Roll damage.
2 necrotic damage.
-2. All right.
-2, really?
No. When I punch in the hit points, I press -2. It automatically.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's some bullshit.
Okay, Lucius, if you're done, it's Eamon.
That'll do it.
Is this a door here?
No.
It looks like there might be something right there.
Yeah. I'll move to here.
Hold on. There's nothing there right now. It's a black pit. The immediate I can't reveal it because, but there's like a space. Those 4 squares immediately to your left on the square. There's like a shaft.
Talking about here? Or...
Yep, right where you pinged. The 4 squares immediately to your left.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. You know, I'll do this actually. There. Oh, you still can't see that, can you?
Oh, we can see the red line though.
Can you see the red lines? Perfect. That's where it's like
We can see a red line. We can't see
okay.
all of them.
The 4 immediately to the left, right there. They almost mirror the 4 spaces right next to you.
Like
So
1,
here.
2, 3, 4.
Bingo. Yeah, it's a shaft
Okay.
that goes straight down.
So there's nothing here?
No. Well, here, let me reveal that a little bit then. How's that? Better?
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Alright. I'll move back to here. And that's it.
Crunch.
I'm gonna go right here. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. And
Would
I
you
am,
like to rage?
not yet. I'm going to attack with weight behind it on this one.
Okay, roll to hit.
Recklessly, yeah.
All right.
11 to hit.
Your axe or sword?
Sword.
Sword clanks harmlessly into the armor.
Okay. I guess you could say these are heavily armored.
Well, they're literally suits of armor that are moving.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the joke. And now I will use my bonus action to rage.
All right. You see Brennan. God damn it! Wrong mouse thing. Take a step back, pull out his crossbow, and fire his crossbow. And he misses. Actually, he hits, but it clanks harmlessly off the armor because they have really high AC. This guy moves over here and starts screaming wildly at the combat that's going on. He's going hysterical.
I cast Inflict Wounds at 4th level.
Shh, quiet, you. They all attack Crench. Does this one have advantage because you attacked, or they all have advantage?
They all have advantage.
Oh, good to know. All right, here we go. This is gonna be a lot of rolling. Okay. Hold on, let me check something. 20, right? I assume hits.
Yeah.
Okay. That won't hit. That hits. Critical, and oh my god, another critical. Okay. So 1 regular hit and 3 crits, or 2 crits. I'm sorry. So 7 on the regular hit, halved at 3.
Mm-hmm.
The first critical is a 1 and a 2. So I'm rolling good to hit and terrible on damage. 5 halved is 2. And the second critical, that's a little more like it, as 12 half for 6.
So 11 damage total.
6, 2, and 3. Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
Barrack.
So I still get at any of those things now that
So
Crunch
the
is
two that are immediately next to Crunch, you can attack either one. So this one.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
this
I go for that one that I've already attacked.
Wait, roll to hit.
13 plus 4.
Plus 5. Plus 4.
I'm sorry, no, plus 5. Plus 5.
That hits.
So 18.
That hits.
And that was a bite, so that's a 1d8. It's a 6.
Nice. You get a plus anything?
Plus,
Probably,
plus 4
plus
piercing,
4.
so 10.
10. All right.
And then I go for a
Claw attack.
claw attack. 12 plus 5 is 17.
Does not hit.
So it's
Lucius.
18. Fuck. All right.
Unless you're moving, it's Lucius's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right.
I want this guy to make a wisdom save.
All right. -3. So
These are not very.
so that he fails a save.
3 damage.
All right. That it?
That's it.
Eamon, you're up.
I move to here.
You will not be
Okay.
able to attack from there.
What if I put away my short sword and pulled out my sharp?
If you fight range, yeah, they're going to get a +2 to AC because they're engaged with Crinch, but otherwise you can, yeah.
But
Yeah,
they
I'll
also he also gets advantage because he's
Yep.
because they're engaged
Nope.
with Crunch.
For a ranged
Yep.
attack?
For not for ranged attacks.
Not for a
no.
ranged attack.
Oh,
I thought it was. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's for anything.
Oh, double check it.
because Not gets
You
that
don't need
all
advantage
the
for
time.
sneak attack.
Uh,
You
or
don't need
crossbows.
advantage for the attack roll if another enemy at the
She gets
within
sneak attack, but she doesn't get advantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is true. Yes.
Okay, never mind.
So you'll get the sneak attack damage because it's engaged in melee, but you won't get the
Correct.
advantage. Gotcha.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Shit.
Negative.
So the way that mechanic works is if you have advantage, you always have sneak attack, and if they're engaged in melee, you always have sneak attack.
So what is that, a rogue thing or a feat?
That's a rogue
Rogue.
thing.
Rogue. Okay, cool.
Those are the two
Is it a-
required. They either need to be unaware of your presence.
Right.
You need to have advantage on them,
Or they need to be engaged in melee.
or they need to be engaged in melee. If any of those 3 criteria are hit, you get sneak attack.
Crench, you're up.
Is Barrack blocking the door? Like
For you to
from
get out?
from them getting out?
They can cross through you, but to cross past, they would have to take attacks of opportunity to do so.
If I move to here, would I have flanking on this one? With Barrack?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna
You
move
also would not provoke attack of opportunity.
You
Sure.
will not.
Sure. Yeah, I know.
100% sure.
All right, so then I am going to attack this one without putting weight behind it. Just
Probably a good call.
yeah. But still with the sword.
That'll
That's
definitely
an
hit.
20.
That will definitely
Ooh.
hit.
That's a crit.
All right, so that is. I'm just gonna roll 4d6 for funsies.
Sure. I mean, who doesn't want to roll 46? 12?
So it's
Nice.
12 plus 6, so 18. And with my bonus action, with my Great Weapon Master, I will attack again.
Well, you won't need to do that, but you can attack a different target should you so
Sure.
choose.
Okay, so that one's down.
That one is down, yep.
Okay, then I will choose to attack this one, since I got flanking, at least with Emin, I would imagine.
No, because Ammon's not in melee.
Oh. Well.
But you would still get it for Barrack.
Oh, okay, Barrack's in melee. Okay, sure.
Basically, whoever is occupying this space on the door is the one that can attack in the room.
So that is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
And 13 damage.
Okay. Bremen. Bremen will attempt to fire at this one in the far room, but he is going to be a tough shot. Well, it's not a tough shot when you roll a natural 19. He actually hits
Nice.
for 7 points of damage. You see a crossbow bolt whiz by Eamon and Crench and strike home on the animated armor behind Crench there. Oh, and he's a rogue. To what level does the rogues get that bonus as a sneak attack? So he would get a sneak attack damage.
They get it at level 1.
Yeah.
Well, does he get the engaged in melee? That's just the basic sneak attack.
That's
in 5th edition?
just sneak
That's
attack.
basic sneak
Okay,
attack.
perfect. All right, well, he's gonna get his.
What
sneak
level
attack.
rogue is he?
3rd.
3.
3, 2d6.
2d6. There we go. Beautiful. For 7 more points of damage.
Damn.
Nice. Well done, Bremen.
I clap him on the shoulder and say, "Well done."
Nice shot, Padawan.
I go like, "Nice shot." Oh,
So now if all these guys are going to attack me, Goose, they don't have advantage this time.
just regular attacks. Well,
Just
they all
regular
do because they're all flanking you regardless.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
19,
yeah,
19,
yeah.
19.
Wow.
Hey, none of them are crits.
None of them are crits.
That's a good point.
6 halved 3 points of damage on the first one. 6 halved 3 points of damage on the second one. And 6 halved. I rolled the exact same thing for all 3 of those guys. Literally every die roll.
Yeah, with the same
three,
3 attack rolls and the same 3 damage rolls.
Yep.
All right. I
So it
am
should've been 9.
starting to look hurt.
A little worse for wear.
Yeah, I'm hurt a little bit here.
Barrick.
So, I go. I charge back into the room.
Okay. I mean, you could basically the only place you can really go is like this.
Like I can't burrow over to the
No,
side.
there's no
There's
space
not enough
elsewhere.
room there.
Okay.
not without tearing through Crench.
Dude, your butt's in my. Get the thing out of here.
So I grab this one.
Which one is this one? Okay. Make a strength acrobatics check.
Oh Jesus.
You are unsuccessful. It just smacks your hand away. You must have tripped on the door or something. Lucius.
This guy gets to try to make another wisdom save.
All right. -1. So you are successful. Roll damage.
7 damage.
All right. Nicely done. Eamon.
I will shoot at that one.
Okay.
We're trying to take their advantage away from you.
Hey!
That will hit. Yep.
That's a crit.
That is a crit.
Yeah, it is.
So that's 23
23
damage already.
Plus sneak
And you're
attack.
gonna get sneak
Hold
attack.
on, where's my sneak attack button?
And you double the sneak attack dice as well.
So roll,
Oh my god.
Roll it again.
No,
Roll
he
again.
already did. He already. Did. Oh no, it says 2d6.
Don't you double it? Or
Yeah,
you
no.
just roll it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll it again.
That's
So-
it. Roll again.
Well, that's what I meant. I thought you just
So
doubled it in it.
23 plus 9. So 32.
Is 32 plus 4, 36.
So just to let you know, that would have one-shot any of these from full health.
Jesus.
I love my character sometimes.
Hey, I'm not being flanked no more.
You're still up, Lucius.
What?
And
I mean, Eamon. By Lucius, I mean Eamon, of course.
Alright.
Naturally.
I'm gonna drop my bow and run here.
You will get an attack of opportunity as you run by this one.
No, I don't.
But you're not subject to attacks of opportunity?
Bonus action disengage, I guess.
Yeah, that one. Sorry.
Okay,
I knew I had it. I couldn't
All right.
remember what it was.
that's
He's
fine.
just like, no.
I know I don't get attack opportunity.
Trench, you're up.
I'm gonna attack this one. Yeah, I'm still flanking it with Barrick, so.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, you guys wouldn't be flanking. Not because you're on the same front. No flanking. No one's flanking anyone.
All right. Yeah, I guess it's back is against the wall.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've had
we're in basically the same position when I attacked this one last time and had advantage.
But the one on the other side was alive.
Okay.
That's why they got
Barrick
I'm saying I had
was-
advantage last time when I attacked this one. And Barrick is basically in the same spot he was before.
No, he was back.
He
I guess
in
it
the
was back
hallway.
one space?
Yeah.
All right,
he
that's
was-
fine. I'll just attack recklessly. It's fine. That would be a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Yuck. So that is 9 points of damage,
All right.
and that's it.
All right. Cranch. Bremen doesn't have a lot to do. He comes over here and starts trying to calm this guy down that's acting like a freaking maniac. He's still screaming and crying and wailing. The armor is the one closest to Eamon. Will attack him. 19 to hit Eamon.
Misses.
Liar. 20 actually. For 6 points of damage. And the other one attacks Crench. Rolls a natural 1, so that doesn't hit. Now it's Barrick's turn.
You have advantage on that roll, Goose.
It still doesn't hit.
Okay.
Barrick, you're up.
So I just attack like right away at
Okay.
this guy.
That's
That
a
is-
20.
20
That's
hits.
a 20. And that was a bite. That's a 10.
Okay. It's hanging on there. It's feeling like it's ready to fall apart, but not quite there yet. That'll hit.
And then some claws.
And you're gonna roll a 1, so that.
I wanted to really. Oh Jesus.
Oh man.
You fucked it up.
That would have been a 16. So it's at negative 15.
Lucius.
I am going to move to right here.
All right.
I am going to attack with my glaive.
All right.
Say what?
Let's see, that's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That's 3 damage, but let me see exactly how that works again. Because I am going to use Touch of Death.
All right.
5 plus twice my cleric level and
All
extra damage, so that's 11
All right. What kind of damage is it?
necrotic.
Okay.
And I am going to Healing Word Jason.
Okay.
Because it is a bonus action.
So he gets
That can't be right.
rolling 2d4 0. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, that is really weird.
That's bizarre. That's a little better.
Bizarre.
You heal 7 points.
All right, thank you very much.
Let me double check that. I think it's 7, but let me double
Yeah,
check
plus
that.
your wisdom would make sense. All right. While you're double checking that, Eamon.
I'll attack the one that's right there.
Oh, actually, you have to make a
Well,
wisdom save.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he hit you last turn. You have to make a wisdom save.
No. Shit.
Okay, you have to attack it. You have to attack him this round with your melee attack.
Oh, I was going to anyways.
Well, there you go. I just want to make sure.
Um. 13 hit?
Does not.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Crench,
I'm gonna attack this one.
fire away.
Recklessly. That is a 23 to hit.
That does hit. Holy crap! How is it that high? 12 plus. Oh yeah. Sure.
Yeah, if I'm not
Okay, you're not-
swinging it, yeah. If I'm
you're
not
not taking
swinging
the
with
mi-
weight, yeah.
You're not taking the -5 on it. Cool. All
Right, so it's a +6. Yikes. Anyway, same with the damage actually, so 13 damage.
All right. It seems to be on its last legs, but it's still there.
Damn.
It'll turn and attack Crench again. Oh no, this one was attacking Eamon. So Eamon again. 15? No, 14. Does 14 hit?
I don't think so. No, it does not.
All right. Barrick.
So I can reach him because I'm on that diagonal. So yeah.
Totally. Yep.
I go for claws right away.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That'll
a
hit.
23.
Roll damage?
Does that count as a critical?
No, 20
No.
Rolled hit. Or roll damage, I mean.
Yes, that was claws. So this is 2d6. 9 plus 4 is 13.
All right, and the thing smashes on the floor, shattered in pieces.
And
This
I
guy
go,
is-
"Oh."
This guy is still in the hallway screaming and making a bunch of noise. He's freaking hysterical.
But while he's screaming, I'm kind of starting to run low on healing spells, but we have 2 doors.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have 2 more potential heals I could give out.
Has it been an hour yet?
No.
No.
Okay.
I want to open this door.
Okay, let me check that. Check my handy dandy notes.
Do you have to check your notes because it's trapped?
No, to see if it was locked.
Ah.
There's a large 4-post bed. It's got a couple of candle lights on the dresser to the
this?
right. That's a bookshelf.
Okay.
And you can make out the shape of a humanoid under the sheets.
Under the sheets?
Under the sheets in the bed.
I'm gonna move to right here, and I'm just gonna kind of lift the sheet with the butt of my glaive, or actually the blade of my glaive.
Make a stealth check.
Ooh, you're gonna get eaten. That's an 11.
As you start to lift up the sheets, you hear an old woman say, "Baron, honey, is that you?" And as you lift up the sheets, it's the wrinkly, old, creepy woman from the front was napping in this bed.
I'm going to let the sheet back down and see if I can back out.
Okay. You can. She hear going, "Baron," as you walk back in the room and shut the door. All right, shut the door.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna turn to everyone else and go, "That's weird. Don't go in there."
Okay.
Like, you remember the old lady that
Yeah.
was on the porch? She's in there,
Okay.
in a bed, asking for the Baron. I don't know why.
With a bunch of random magical
Werewolves.
well, not
And suits
werewolves,
of armor.
but yeah, suits of armor protecting the door.
Yeah, it's very strange. Should we check the other door?
I suppose so.
Merrick, you hear Bremen say, "I'll be right back," and he's dragging this guy back up the stairs.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over and open this door because I haven't really taken any hit point damage yet, so I'm okay with taking a hit if I open the door.
And something bad happens.
As a
Yeah.
thousand arrows hit you.
All right, let me roll 6d10 real quick. It's another bedroom. It's a not quite as nice bed with a. Is that a chest or?
Oh, it looks like a chest right there.
It is a chest. And then there's the 2 bookshelves across.
I'll say,
oh,
Eamon,
actually,
you're.
Technically, you have dark. You don't have dark vision, so you can't see what's in here. There's no light source.
Okay. I'll say
For
it's
the-
a dark room, and
Right.
I'll head over towards this door and say, "There's only one more place for us to check. Whenever you guys are ready."
I guess we're not gonna wait long enough to take a short rest. So I guess I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Is the door locked?
Make a perception check, Cringe.
Just Crunch?
Just Cringe.
Okay.
Dark vision.
16.
Right as you guys are getting to that door, you hear the sound of like a creaky wheel, and 2 people talking coming from down here where I put that red X before, or that red square. And let me find my little thingy mahoozer.
It's a lift.
No, that's not what I wanted to do.
So I'm assuming Crinch tells us of this.
Yeah.
Yes, I assume he would also as well.
So I'm gonna move to right here. I'm assuming. Do you want to be up here, Crinch?
Sure.
Okay.
Not that
Oh,
far.
not that far. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Peeking
when they
around
come
the
around
corner?
the corner, we're just gonna whop into them.
Okay. Everyone roll initiative.
Well, do they know we're there?
Yeah, you guys are gonna get a surprise round, but we're still gonna have initiative.
So 19 this time around.
All right.
24.
All right. 1 second.
16.
Brennan is not here right now. Crench, what'd you get? I'm sorry.
19.
19. Eamon,
24.
Lucius,
16.
and Barrick.
9.
9.
9.
9.
All right. The combat starts with surprise round when they're right here. So, Amen, you go first.
Hiya!
He teleports behind them.
No, that was clearly a ninja jump.
Clearly. Where's my weapons? There they are. We're going to attack. I'm going to attack that one.
Roll to hit.
And these guys are humans?
Yes, they looked kind of like human generico guards.
Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
Since I haven't gone in
Yep,
combat
you
yet,
Get your roll
that's
thing.
an automatic critical.
All right. And then you roll your
Oof.
regular damage again, right?
So what?
You roll your regular
where's
damage
my-
again, right?
Yeah, what is it?
D6.
1d6.
But
Fuck that guy.
but plus one from the sword too. So 7,
Yeah.
14, 21, 31, 32 points of damage.
Yep.
Jesus.
You see him just freaking impale this guy, just navel to nose. Down he goes. He's at negative 21 hit points.
Oh my god.
These guys have 10 hit points?
11.
11?
Negative 10 hit points. Then.
This is the stuff that I knew he was capable of. I just kept rolling so shitty that I'd never be able to do it.
Crench, you're up.
Alright, I guess I'll step up and I'll attack this guy. You said they weren't very heavily armored?
They're kind of mediumly armored.
Okay, sure, I'll put weight behind it.
Before he goes to kill him, I want to say, don't kill him. Interrogate him.
Make a dexterity check then.
Yeah, make a dexterity check. Who goes faster?
11.
Go ahead and roll to hit, Crench.
After this guy's split in half, I'm going to be saying, no, wait.
So that's a 19 to hit.
I'm sure that hits.
And that is, it's 24 damage.
That's an instant death. No.
Yeah,
like,
there's both of these guys. Like, there's no spare the dying on these guys.
And
like,
then
one of them...
I'm gonna take my bonus action to hit him again.
These poor bastards just friggin' exploded.
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
Brandon runs back. What'd I miss?
Not much. Just a
Say,
couple
hey,
more
look around the
random
corner,
guards
it
down
might
here.
Make you hungry. I want to. Let's check this door before we go down.
Check
Or
it,
up.
like, for what?
Is
I'll
it
See
open
what's
it.
inside it, yeah.
It's it's got a crossbar.
It's got a bar. Someone's gonna have to lift the crossbar.
Yeah, I'll go here and I'll lift up. Crench will lift the bar.
Yeah, I
no,
got
no,
it.
I'll lift the bar. No, Crench will lift the bar.
I'm in the room.
Shove him! Yeah. Barrick, seeing this display, comes out of bear form. Damn it! Alright, so I left the bar up,
You can lift the bar up.
and I'll open the door.
Yep, it opens outward. It takes a little bit of elbow grease to it. It seems like this door hasn't been operated in a little while. But when you open the door, you see a stairwell going down.
Do we know if the lift went down or up?
The lift came from down to up. So
I'm gonna-
they've gone up.
I'm gonna point out, if we want to, we can close this back up, and we can wait up here and give ourselves a little breather. Do we want to wait, give ourselves a little bit of a break here, or do we want to just continue forward?
Okay. I wanna. There's something I want to know. Did the guys who came up from the lift seem aware that there was trouble?
They did not. They rounded the corner and got cleaved in like a second and a half. They clearly were not on high alert.
Okay. And given that I'm comfortable doing the rest.
Now I will say, like, we've been playing, so I mean, how many rounds have really gone by? How long has it really been since the initial fight broke out? Like,
Not that long.
15, 20 minutes maybe?
if that.
Yeah,
Right, I mean,
less-
you
Probably
guys-
more like 5.
You guys had to because you guys did search the rooms. You opened up the kitchens. You kind of so you did do some things. You haven't done a lot of searching, but you have been opening doors and looking around.
10 or 15 tops.
Yeah, I would say 15 minutes. So it hasn't been a lot of time, but it has been a little bit of time. So
If we want to, we can back up into one of these rooms and just close the door. If anyone comes in, we can ambush them. But otherwise, we can just maybe wait for an hour and just try to at least, get ourselves composed a little bit before we go further on this. It doesn't seem like anyone that's found us out has lived, except maybe the old lady you saw in the bedroom. Which, by the way, we're just gonna leave her there with all this dead stuff around for her to go and tell somebody?
I don't know what to figure out about her.
Well, she's
She's
obviously in on all this.
Sure. But is she just some strange old lady, or is she...
Well, we
I don't
could
know.
maybe go interrogate her.
My number one concern right now is saving our companion.
Okay. And you
And
think
the
she
only-
and you think she's down there?
Where else could she be?
Well,
She
then-
wasn't in
well,
her
then-
room. There was a struggle in her room,
Well, then we can't wait.
right? That's what I'm worried about.
All right, let's go.
Do we want to go down the stairs or do we want to go down the lift? It looks like
Emin's
this door hasn't
already
been
gone.
operated.
He's already.
What are you talking about? You guys coming?
Yeah, we're coming.
all right, 1 second.
Okay. I'm worried about... No, we shouldn't go down this way. This door's barred. No one can come from this direction behind us if we leave this open. If we go down... Someone could come up the lift and come down behind us. I don't like that. We should bar this door and go down the lift.
Okay. Emin, get back up here.
You going back up, Eamon?
I close the door and leave Emin in there. No.
Oh,
And bar. No, I close the door and bar it, and then walk over here.
You're going back up, Eamon?
We gotta come back up. We gotta
Okay.
try to cram the bear onto the lift with us.
That's gonna be a pretty tough fit, frankly.
How many wild shapes do you have, Merrick?
So, noticing that it's going to be tough to get on the damn lift, I shapeshift back into Merrick.
Got any more of those good berries?
I was about to say, while we're going down, if you could give Crinch a handful of good berries. Let him stuff his face.
Can you want to
Hungry.
switch it back to Merrick?
Oops.
So, now that I can speak again, I suggest that maybe we want to send Eamon down the stairs, and then close the door behind him.
Why?
Sneak attack.
too late. I'm gone.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby.
The only concern I have is that it might lead somewhere else entirely.
Fair.
Yeah, we don't know enough to do that.
I suggest it, but I'm throwing it out there. I say it's up to Eamon.
I mean,
Emin
if
says
Eamon,
he's on board.
if Eamon thinks it's a good idea, you know. It's not a
You know
good
he's
idea.
not.
Nice.
All right. So you guys jump on to the elevator. Despite the fact there's 5 of you, you kind of make it work. There
So, okay,
is
so
a-
wait. So did we decide?
You tell me.
It's up to Eamon. What are you doing, Eamon?
I'll go down the stairs. Why not?
Okay, we're barricading the door behind you.
Yep, this is gonna be fun.
All right.
Okay.
And he really wants to roll that second character.
No shit.
Let me
No, it's really kind of that 7 intelligence.
re-undo what I did and do something different.
I told you I went to a different place.
So, how many good berries can you give me, Merrick? 10?
I'll be right back.
I've always got them
20?
ready to go. So I can give you
All right.
I'll
let's see.
take 10.
Take them. Here you go.
I'm still missing 10 HP, but I'm feeling a little better.
So you enter into an old, it looks like a natural corridor of some kind. You can hear a whistling howl from the stairwell as you start to go down. And,
I'm assuming you're talking to me.
Yep.
Okay.
You go down the stairs, and it leads to right there in front of you. There's a ladder that goes down about 10 feet, and then it opens up. No, not. What are you doing? Not there. Right there. Right.
See,
gonna-
you can see where I am. I can't.
Right. So right there, that going from here to right there where you can't see, you'd have to go down the ladder.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I see down there?
Are you human?
Yeah.
You can't see a damn thing.
Oh, shit. Hold on, I gotta look at my equipment. I'm pretty sure I have a torch from Explorer's Bar.
Probably do.
So I'm gonna toss that down there.
Okay. You see it fall down about 10 feet, and it clatters on the floor, and you can see
What can I see?
probably about like this. We'll say. Oh,
Okay.
as you're going down the ladder, make a dexterity save.
Oh, what the? Dexterity save?
Yep.
Oh, did you find a trap?
It's the one save you're good at, Jeremy.
I know. I rolled a 5 to be fair.
As you start to go down the ladder, there's some kind of substance on it that makes it really slippery, and you lose your footing, and you fall to the ground, taking 4 points of falling damage.
Oh. Alright. I'll move to here with my...
Make a perception check at disadvantage. Or did you pick up the torch? Or did you leave it over there?
I took the torch.
Okay, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Nope.
Ooh.
And meanwhile, what are the rest of you guys doing?
We're going down the lift.
Okay, so you step onto the lift, the four of you, and there is a lever and a
lever and a what?
wheel. So like the wheel has like a rope affixed to it that goes up, and there's a lever.
I'm gonna turn the wheel counterclockwise.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
Is
Am I
the
turning the
lever
clock?
up or down?
It's not up or down. It's like a forward or back.
Oh.
Kind of push it forward or pull it back.
What
So
happens if I turn?
when you spin it counterclockwise, the rope seems to go slack.
So we got to use
Okay.
the lever.
I'm gonna turn it more clockwise so that the rope isn't slack anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell someone to pull the lever.
While you're
Oh.
holding onto the wheel.
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
pull the lever. Are you sure you don't want me to hold the wheel?
Okay, you hold the wheel. I'll pull the lever.
Okay.
Okay. You pull the lever. Crench, make a strength check.
Okay. Oh.
Oh!
God.
That was like a basically don't roll a 1 check, honestly. And I almost even said that.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
It's not
gonna
that you're not,
re-engage the lever.
it's not that you're not strong enough. It was like you turn back to say, "Are you ready?" Right as he was already pulling the thing there.
Right.
So you didn't quite realize that he was going, and let's see. The platform quickly drops 10 feet. Everybody make a dexterity acrobatics saved. So all four of you,
A dex save?
a dex save.
So, do I get advantage for some dex saves against stuff I can see?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
Good.
Oh,
God.
Let's see.
Okay,
Lucius
Jason.
passed.
Welcome to my hell.
All right. So
Yeah, I've been
Merrick-
rolling good in attacks, but
Merrick takes 6 points of falling damage as Crench catches it, but just in time for you to slam into the floor. And Jay takes 6 points of falling damage as well before you guys manage to stabilize.
all right.
But now you manage to safely lower the platform down. It goes down approximately 30 feet before touching down. Meanwhile, back to Eamon.
Alrighty.
Feels bad.
I'm gonna be moving to here, but making sure that I'm looking for traps and whatnot.
Okay. Roll
There's
a...
my looking for traps check.
Okay.
Same thing.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Come on.
Slow your
Underlay.
roll.
Underlay.
Slow your roll. Does a 14 hit you?
Nope.
As you're walking through the corridor trying to look for traps, you feel something start to touch your head and you slap it away. You look up to see some tentacles going towards your face and then something grabs you from behind.
What the fuck?
Oh no, is it one of those stalactite thingies? I forget what they're called.
Probably.
Roper?
Take 6 points of damage and make a constitution save.
Oh!
You pass?
good. Oh, he did natural 20.
You pass. And now it's your turn.
I'll pull out my sword and attack it. Oh my god, there's two of them?
So I said you dodged the first one.
Okay. Disengage, move to here, attack that one.
Okay.
Really wish I was 5th level right now.
Use your
Hey,
reactions to
But
have
you
the
fucking
damage.
crit it again.
You did a crit.
God,
That is
man.
true.
D6, right? D8?
Mhm.
D6?
D6 for the short sword. D6 plus 1.
Yep.
And then you roll your sneak attack again too.
He does not get sneak attack though.
On the crit.
No, that's just
No,
the
no,
crit
crit.
for
He'll get sneak
yeah,
attack
damage for the crit.
if it's engaged with melee with something
Oh,
else.
right,
if
right,
he
right.
If he has advantage or if it's not aware that he's there.
I gotcha. So it's 12 damage basically.
And it technically took a turn in combat, right?
It did, yes, because they had a
Yeah.
surprise round because you failed your perception check.
Yeah. Okay.
So 12 points of damage.
Yeah, you only slaughter people when it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Savage.
you have no idea right now.
17. Nope, hold on, wrong thing. Oh, I lied. 22. That one. No, not 22. Hold on, that's wrong.
Stop it!
21. It's 21.
Just give me the damage.
And this is the second one, so
Just
you've already
leave it on the
passed.
screen. Stop
You've
telling
already
me.
passed the save. You've already passed the save for this one, so you don't need to make a save again. And it's 3 points of damage,
Okay.
and then it crits on the bite attack. 10, 11 points of damage on the bite attack.
Oh.
-3.
Oh, you're down. Oh. Okay. Meanwhile,
I think we might have our first PC death.
We might.
Yikes.
Oh. No.
actually, Lucius would be here because that's where the brake is. Crunch would be there because that's where the wheel is. Okay, so that red platform is the elevator as it splashes down.
Can we hear
Okay.
any of this battling?
I was just gonna everybody make a perception check.
$13 for Crunch.
Do
Hold on.
I get the 24 in this case?
No. Let me roll for Brennan. Oh my God, Brennan rolled a 3. And your 17 doesn't have plus anything, right? That's what it is.
No, that's
Hold on.
17.
Let me
That's
look at
what it
something.
is.
Hold on.
That's a 10 plus 7.
Alright. Yeah, it doesn't make it. So no, you guys don't hear anything.
Okay, so we
Jeremy,
see three. We see
make it-
3 doors.
You see 3 doors, although if Brennan will move off this here, and you will see this.
And there's another door. Okay.
Jeremy, make a death saving throw. Oh,
He
you
just
failed.
did.
You failed it. Okay, what are you guys doing?
They're going up the north door.
Well, I know what Lucius would do. He would turn towards whatever the nearest door was and open it
All right.
and see what's inside.
I
Is
know
there
too.
anybody in there?
I know too much as a PC. I'm gonna have to roll it. Yep, I go to this door.
All right. One moment.
What is this?
That is an odd-looking creature. It has 4 arms and a mouth full of razor-sharp teeth. It is currently behind a cage, which is what you see there. And there are 2 women who are standing here, throwing silver into its mouth. Merrick, what are you doing?
What the fuck? Just walk in on.
I don't even know what to do with this right now.
Dude, Brian.
I'm gonna just kind of close the door and forget I saw any of that.
Brian, is everything okay at home? Like,
Oh my god.
I
Cringe.
follow Cringe.
So the reason I rolled because I'm not sure if I would have gone down this way or this way had I not known, you know. So I rolled it off of just pure chance, and I went, above 10, I'm gonna go north. Below 10, I'm gonna go, here. So yeah, I open the door and I will check to see if I see anything, or then just keep going forward until I, find something.
It's a weird looking
make a
creature.
perception check, Cringe.
These chicks are throwing silver into its mouth. What the
And
fuck?
I do have dark vision. God damn it. 9.
Okay, as you round the corner, you see a torch on the floor, and these 2 slime-watching creatures, they look like they're feeding on a body.
So I don't see anything about the body in particular.
You just see it. You just see a body.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go up and attack them.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. What do they look like?
They look kind of like worms with like massive worms with beady eyes and tentacles coming out of their mouth.
So I wouldn't interpret them as like heavily armored then. So I'm gonna attack.
They have. No, they don't look it to be the case. No.
I did a nature check.
I'm gonna attack recklessly with weight behind it.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Merrick, you have dark vision, right? That hits. Make a perception check, Merrick.
I do have dark vision.
23 damage
Okay.
for the one on top of the body.
Merrick, the what's left of the body that they're feasting on is Aemon.
And so it's like a body, like it's dead.
It's a body. It's dead.
So I can't heal it.
There is nothing to heal.
Ah. Eamon's dead.
yep. For the record, I've already been researching my next character. Shit.
Actually, but here's what we can do for now, Jeremy. Is
Give him Brennan.
Yep. And he's a rogue too, so that'll
What's Brennan's intelligence?
higher than 7. Jeremy, you should now be able to look at his character.
I don't even see him listed as on there.
Oh, here, hold on. I'll just do that. There you go. Now you should be able to look at his character sheet.
Hey, holy shit, that was cool.
And
Like, I was literally sitting there, guys, and a whole new window popped up on my screen with with Brennan's. I was like, what?
Yeah, us too.
there you go.
It popped up the bio for us, but not the whole thing.
Sure.
There you go.
So 23 damage. Was that enough to down it?
Nope.
Okay.
It is hissing at you and snarling, but still alive.
Then as my now.
And now we're going to re-roll initiative.
And can I roll a perception to see if I hear any of this?
Not yet. Roll initiative.
Initiative is 20. Yeah, 20.
Okay. Hold on a minute.
15.
I rolled a 14 for my character sheet.
Okay.
You don't get to roll initiative, Amon. You're dead.
Eamon. Eamon, get out of here. What was your initiative, though? Hey, don't roll on his, roll yours.
No, if you see
Brennan.
it says,
Oh.
yeah, it says Brennan.
Okay, so
It's
his is 10.
still listed as Emin because.
Right.
Yeah.
Cringe, what was yours?
20.
20. Lucius.
15.
Merrick or Barrick.
I rolled a 14.
Get rid of this one. There we go. Bremen rolled a 10. There we go. Perfect. All right. Crench, I think we'll say that since you acted first, that was your surprise round. And it kind of makes sense in this. We're going to have Lucius.
Hit it again.
Oh, so. Oh, you mean you're not going to let me do twice?
No, you know what? I didn't say that before. Go ahead and attack. You roll first.
Okay.
That's a little chintzy.
Does the thing look hurt?
It's not having a good Friday night, but it's not on death's door yet either.
Alright, well, I'll attack again with. I'll attack recklessly again with weight behind it. And 9. So I will bonus action rage.
All right.
That's my turn.
Lucius,
1, 2.
make a perception check to
3.
see if you can hear the raging from the other room, because nobody's let you know what's going on yet.
I'm raging because have I noticed yet that it's Emin?
No, only Merrick has. You hear a half orc caller from blood curdling from the other room, and you know what that means. But
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
all right.
So I'm going to. I'm just gonna get. Actually, I'm gonna get here.
Hmm?
No, I'm gonna get here. And that was double move.
So you have a bonus action left.
Yeah, as he goes by me, I point and I'm like, Emin.
I'll kind of glance down the ground at Emin. And it doesn't look like is he like half eaten at this point or?
Well, not half eaten, but somewhat eaten. He had 2 rounds of carrion crawlers attacking him prone on the ground.
Yeah, so he's done.
He's
Like he's clearly beyond healing.
He's clearly beyond healing.
So I'll kind of get a bit of a cold fire in my eyes and he'll cringe.
I will enrage by making him.
Have 8 hit points.
I will take 8.
All right, that brings us to.
Did you get good berries, by the way, on the elevator?
I did, so I'm up to 30 now, but I am out of rages.
Merrick? You're up.
Turn into a can of Raid, the natural predator of carrion.
Oh my god.
So I go ahead. I'm looking at my spell here. I'm
I'll be back in 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Not one of them had a slightly larger area of attack than it did. Oh. Okay, so this one is right.
What was that?
This one is damaged.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and this one has none.
That does not appear
Correct.
to be damaged. No.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Moonbeam on this guy.
All right. Which does what?
Awesome things. It's the best spell ever.
Read that book of the spell.
When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, so nothing will happen now. It is engrossed by searing pain constitution save. Okay, perfect.
How big of an area is it?
It's a 5-foot radius.
Yeah.
45
So it's,
So it's
So-
that space.
Right, so
That's
it's on
space.
top.
So when it starts its turn, it'll take damage.
Right.
It's
and you can
actually
move it.
it's actually dealing even more damage to Emin's dead body.
Currently, yes.
Jeremy, if you're back, Bremen's turn.
I would have said to Bremen, come.
Dude, I made you a new rogue.
That's it.
Well, he can dash, dude. He has a bonus.
Oh, I forgot about it.
He has bonus action to dash, disengage too. So, he can
He's sad because it's not his road.
but you can bonus action dash in there and attack.
Yeah. We'll go there.
But it's a better rogue.
No, actually, that's a very, very bad idea. I'm forgetting that Brennan is only
Level
Second
3.
He's
Level
third level.
3.
third.
He's third level. Yeah. So he's not nearly as useless as he once was.
Okay. He'll go there.
Well, no, he can't be on him. He can go one space behind.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I
He'll
mean,
attack.
you could go here and only get attacked by one of them.
That's true as well. You could also go behind Crench and fire a crossbow.
I'll do that one.
So short sword.
Whatever he's got.
He's got a short sword and he's got a short sword and a dagger.
Short sword it is.
All right.
Nope. Oh wait. No, he gets advantage.
Why does he get advantage?
He doesn't get advantage.
No, he doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm confusing mechanics.
Yep.
Sorry.
All right, now it's the carrion crawler's turn. We'll attack Lucius. That one will not hit. Second attack. That one might.
Are they both on me?
No, they get 2 attacks though.
Oh, okay.
16 hit.
16 beats my AC by 1.
Perfect. All right. So, whoops, that's the wrong one. That's way too much damage. 3 points of damage as it bites your hand. And then it attacks Trench.
With advantage.
15. Oh, thank you. 14 doesn't hit though, right?
No.
Okay, second one doesn't hit either.
Okay.
All right. Crench, you're up.
Alright. I'll attack
Oh,
this.
hold on. It's got to make a Constitution save for the silver beam. I forgot. It failed because I rolled a 2, so it takes roll 2d10 radiant damage, please, Merrick. 11. Nice.
Nice.
All right, now go Crench.
How's it looking? This one.
It's starting to feel it now as the a magical beam pierced through it. It's wounded.
Alright, I'll attack recklessly with weight. 22 hits.
22 hit does hit.
Okay. So that is 27 damage.
You cleave it in half,
Along with Emin's corpse.
along with what's left. No, you went horizontally there.
Okay, so then I will go ahead and use my movement to move here. And I will use my bonus action to attack this one.
Fire away.
18 to hit.
I believe that does hit. It does, yeah.
26 damage.
You grievously wound it. It screams and howls in pain, but is still alive. Lucius.
That was my attack, but I
That
get advantage.
You do.
Yeah, we're flanking. Wow.
All right. Merrick, unless
You
you're gonna
found Emin's log.
Edmund bequeathed his log to me. In death.
So I take a
You can move your moonbeam onto it now, though. I think.
yeah. I
Yeah,
can.
it takes an action though to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my moonbeam. Exactly.
Okay. Bremen?
He'll move here and he'll attack.
All right, advantage.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
see
funny.
just how cursed I am. I'm pretty freaking cursed.
Critical hit.
Critical.
Jesus.
So roll your roll another d6, and then you get sneak attack because engaged melee, right? So
Right.
so two
That's
more
another
d6.
D6 and 2 more D6.
And you get double because of the crit damage is doubled. So
You get to double the d6 from the sneak attack too. Yeah.
So it's 2d6 sneak attack plus 2d6 more then, right? Does he get base? This is what does it say on the sheet? Is it base sneak attack 1d6 or 2 for him, right?
His sneak
Third
attack
level-
is 2D6.
So then you would
Yes.
roll 2 more d6, right?
God.
Double?
Yeah, because you double all dice rolls.
Right. So let's see. 5, 9, 16, 24
Wait,
points of damage.
He only rolled one right there. He needs to roll another one.
No,
What?
the top.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. It's dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to do it for posterity. But at least 26 points of damage.
okay.
And as you guys start to realize, there's all kinds of remains of pretty cleanly eaten bones around you, mostly humanoid, a torch on the floor, and Emin's corpse on the ground. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh man.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oop, I did not mean to do that.
Took us 8 sessions to lose somebody.
Hmm.
I feel really bad, dude.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm wondering what the fuck this thing is and why bitches are throwing silver into its mouth. That's bothering me honestly more than Eamon's death, and I'm sad about Eamon's death. Like I felt like I opened the door into some eldritch porn. Like
And I wanted to not kill you, but I just couldn't see any situation in which you're down in there with 2 carrion crawlers by yourself and you're not gonna live. You're not gonna.
There it is. I don't know if you notice what I'm doing right now, B.
Oh, you're rolling your. Why are you rolling stats? Oh. Oh my god. Let me write this down.
I'm writing it down right now.
I know. I still want to write it down.
Alright. I'm actually rolling.
All right.
Wow,
so
rolling
let's
pretty
see.
well so
Good,
far.
yeah.
Well, the first one is a
Ah,
15.
there it is.
The second one is
Oh,
a 14.
Jesus.
The third
That's
one
an
is an 8. The next one is a 8. Next one is a 14, and the last one is an 8.
So are you just taking over Brennan? Is that our plan?
No.
no, he's gonna
Oh,
make a new
You
character.
have a new character.
That's why I just rolled all the stats
Okay,
right
well,
now.
you know the rule, dude. You can take it or re-roll it. 15, 14, 8, 14, 8.
So what do you have?
15, 14, 8, 14, 8.
Why are you taking one away from each of them?
Because you throw away the lowest number.
Oh, wait, low. Just take the 3 highest. What am
And
I
he
Oh,
rolled
yeah.
a 1 in almost every single one of those
Sorry,
rolls.
did I do this wrong?
Jesus.
No, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, the
You're
first
deep-
one's 4d8 instead of 4d6.
Yeah, ignore
yes,
that one.
you're right.
I
Okay.
goofed on that.
Okay, so
Oh.
I only have 4 then. You need to roll 2 more.
Good God, man. You rolled
Well,
4d8
no.
and still only got 18.
Because I have them all. Hold on.
Well, see, this is what happens when you
I
get
got
too fast.
1, 5, 5, 3.
Oh, there
That's
it is. So
13.
13, okay.
Okay.
Then you ignore the
Um,
48s.
Right. Then the next one is a 6, a 5, and a 4.
That's a
So
14.
that's a 15.
No, -1, dude. The die roller right there. 6, 5, 3. That's 14.
You dropped the lowest one.
I know. 6, 5, and 3 is 14.
I think we're looking at the. Oh, I'm at the one. Oh, that was the 48. My
That's
bad.
the 48, right.
My
And then
bad.
The
I
next
didn't
one
realize
is
I clicked
8.
it twice.
Right, the next one is 8. The next one is 14, and the next one is 8. So I only have 5 right now. It's 14,
Yeah,
8, 14, 8,
I
13.
didn't realize I rolled two 48.
Okay,
and
so
counted
roll
one
one
of
more.
those.
We'll roll more 46. 13.
13.
So yeah, 14, 8, 14, 8, 13, 13.
14, 8, 14, 8, 13, 13.
Yeah.
That's pretty. It's not
Decent.
bad, but it's not.
I would say it's decent.
Yeah, I'm.
You didn't
those-
get any low rolls, but you didn't get any
Well, he
high
got no. He
rolls.
got 2 8s. Those are low.
Oh, okay.
If those 8s were 10s, I would consider keeping it.
I'd probably, if it were me, I'd probably take that because you don't even have a very good spike. Like you don't have like a 16 or an 18 or a 17 or even a 15.
You said
Yeah,
you would
you would
keep it, or
I would re-roll it if it were me.
Yeah,
that's
if
how
the-
I got Emin.
No, but your first roll with Emin was better than this one, frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Alright,
have two -2s. If those were 10s, I would keep it, but they're 8s. So.
Let's re-roll.
All right.
Here comes first one.
All right. 10.
10.
Do you have to keep one of the 8s?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
This is just a flat reroll, but he has to keep this one. Last time I did that because he rolled so poorly that I felt bad for him.
Oh, okay.
11.
11?
Yeah, I didn't have a single stat that had a positive modifier.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was just like.
So it was
I-
11s and lower, yeah.
It's the
let him-
opposite of Jay's character.
Right.
Pretty
So I
much.
let him roll.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh,
I actually
jeez.
let him roll a third time, but forced him to keep the 7.
Another 8. God. Hey, there you go.
Hey, there you go.
14.
Big money. No whammy.
13.
15.
15, yeah.
13.
13.
13. And last one.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Dude, I downgraded.
Worst. You 100% rolled worse. Oh my god.
Fucking roll 20.
Let him have it
Hold
one
on,
more
hold
time.
on,
Come
hold
on.
We'll call it the one character death exception. It's the first character to die, so he gets one extra
Okay.
roll.
Here is the reason why I'm allowing it. Because he actually has a negative overall to his ability score bonuses.
Yeah.
So that's no
Alright.
fun. So one more time.
Oh god. It's only going. See?
God, Jeremy.
$13.
Uh-huh.
It's funny how at 13 I'm like, oh my god, it's so high.
13.
Yep. So it's 2 13s.
What the fuck?
Another
13. 11.
11.
Hey, there you go.
16.
Yeah, 16. Nice.
Oh, the 6 is gonna be fun.
No, that's a
Yeah.
-3, dude.
I know it is.
So that's just like
Oh,
whatever
my God.
stat is not
That's-
important to you.
that's
like
your
if
stat
you're a
dump.
if you're a wizard,
That's your
you're
strength.
yeah, you're just
Yeah, I
you're
know. Alright.
hobbly old man. If you don't need charisma, you ain't talking to anybody.
Yeah.
That's 16. So
Actually,
Wow.
I could go through and be an elf and put the 6 in charisma, and it represents the hatred.
you could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would actually play.
You're an elf with Tourette's.
So,
And everyone just hates you.
just an FYI, by the way, Jeremy. So next week is the Halloween one shot, right?
Yeah, I got 2 weeks.
The following week you're going to be playing Bremen because there's no way for me to drop a character in here mid dungeon.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's a dungeon
mean-
crawl, you're right.
unless we find him in the dungeon.
Yeah.
You could. That is true.
Yeah.
He's the guy
Well,
who
except
they were
for-
throwing coins
We'll
into his
discuss.
mouth.
We'll discuss it over the next 2
He's
weeks
the
and
guy
figure it out.
Getting the silver thrown into his mouth. We
And
open
so
the
I
door, look
have
in,
a
and he just
6.
goes, close the door.
All right, I gotta take the dog for a walk.
Oh.
All right.
So
hey,
for the rest of us living
While you
people,
guys level up. I'll
No,
jump back on here when I get back.
no experiences. We're gonna finish the dungeon crawl, then we're gonna do it.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm not a
So-
fan of mid-dungeon crawl level ups.
Oh,
If you guys are here when I get back, we'll chat some more.
that hurts.
Um,
That's
I
okay.
know.
Are,
It's so
are,
bad.
are we close to the end of this thing?
Close-ish, but not close enough to finish tonight.
So,
Unless you
Um,
guys really lollygag, though, you should power through it next session.
does that mean we could possibly level up in the middle of a session? Like finish the dungeon and then level up and then like
If you guys want to do that, yeah, like next session, if we finish this dungeon out, and that's actually a nice clean breaking point. If you want to take like a 2/3 session and then level up off of that and divvy loot and shit, yeah, totally.
well, I mean, but then still play out the rest of the 4 hours.
Sure.
Okay, so like just have your level ups planned essentially. If
Yeah,
you
if
think
you
you're
wanna
gonna hit level 5, just be ready
Well,
to
you
level
guys
up
will
and
you
not
guys
take
you guys
forever.
will hit level 5 when you finish up.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Cool.
yeah.
I'll get 3rd level spells. That means I'm gonna bestow curse on motherfuckers, and it's gonna be awesome.
I mean, this
I
is
don't know,
all
it-
assuming that we don't die.
Right. To me, it just seems weird to have all you guys pick up a bunch of powers magically, in the middle of a thing like that. It just the continuity of the story seems off. So.
Seems reasonable.
Before Sunday, characters for the one shot.
Okay.
So,
So-
I started to put mine in, but we don't have that cool tool that we had in the other campaign, right?
No, I don't
The-
know how we did that. You're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
I mean, I started to put
Uh,
stuff in there, and I mean, the
I
information's
think it's
in it,
because
but I'm
he
still going to roll
buys-
outside of it, because I don't know how to work half the stuff in there.
I
Well,
think
that's
it's
weird.
because he buys shit on D&D Beyond, or
Roll
sorry,
20.
Roll
yeah.
20.
Yeah, that
That
may be the
he's
case.
able to do that.
I mean, the only rolling you need to do is your hit points.
I already did. I rolled it
Oh.
in here and showed it to you, so my hit points are already done.
Okay,
are we
cool.
doing point buy?
Yes.
Okay.
Point by 27 points. You get 650 gold. Did you see this post the other day? To buy equipment.
the 650 gold.
Right, but if you take one uncommon magic item, it's minus 250. You can take up to 2 or 1 rare.
Our
So if
DM
you-
was gonna play a cleric, you thought?
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
And what are you playing, Jay?
Ranger.
What's Andrew playing?
I'm still figuring that out. I'll know by Sunday.
And what's Jeremy playing?
His is on there, actually. You could look. Well, you guys also need to get in the game if you haven't. I posted the link.
Yeah, I need to get in the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, dudes. I'm going to bed. I'm way tired.
All right, bud.
See you guys.
We'll
Later.
take
Svidanya, muchacho.
We'll take this week to remember Emin. Or
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks, a memorial period.
Yeah.
Until
Poor
then,
Emin.
we'll see you all next time. Bye.
I'm like, hey man, why did you run that way? There's a barred door that way. Why did you go the other way?
Because
That's
he,
kind of what
because he
kinda
wanted
what
to roll a
Lucius
new
was like.
character.
This door has not been used in a very long time.